what's up, people? What's going on, man? We back like we never left, man. There's so much to talk about. Things have been going crazy. We are in what, day 31 of the shutdown, I think. I can't remember how many days it is. But we're in day
Food stamps
31 of the
about to be
shutdown.
shut down too. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the
Boy, you stupid. Well, tomorrow tomorrow morning when people get up, they won't have these SNAP benefits. And we're gonna really see who the bad bitches is out there and the ladies getting that bag out there, because you know how it is. They talk all that
Hey,
junk online, but we
hey,
know the
shout
truth.
out to hey, shout out to all my females who said fuck it, ain't leaving their man.
I don't need no man. Okay. But I'll tell you this though. Trump has already floated the idea of some of these courts are telling him that he cannot fund the SNAP benefits, which is funny as fuck to me. I just ran across I'll read you what Trump put on Truth Social about the whole thing with yeah, we on, bro. He coming, Dragon coming.
Well,
But I'm gonna tell you what Trump put on True Social. Drag on, what's up, man?
What's going on, big bro? How are y'all
Chilling,
today?
man. Chilling. Just started,
I'm doing
man.
good.
So on True Social, this is what Trump put on True Social. He said our government lawyers do not think we have the legal authority to pay SNAP with certain monies we have available, and now two courts have issued conflicting opinions on what we can and cannot do. So obviously, folks, you're seeing that the president wants to do. I'm tired of people saying that it's Trump's fault. I'm tired of people saying Trump don't want people to be fed. That's some
Well,
bullshit.
anybody who's saying Trump, the government shutdown is Trump's fault is honestly is idiotic
A sheep.
because literally the Democrats literally said we're shutting down the government. It's going to be a little bit pain, but this is something we're going to have to do.
Not only
Literally,
did they
Chuck
not only
Schumer
did they
said
say
that.
that, not only did they say that, they also during the last election, every Democratic candidate raised their hand when they were asked, "Do you have something in your health care bill to cover illegal immigrants? Illegal immigrants on health care."
Hmm.
Your last one of them. So
Which is you
go ahead.
remember you remember when I said that shit about my girl, she told me she thought my healthcare was free. She was just like, well, my aunt get free healthcare. I was like, yeah, because she's immigrant. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
So a lot of stuff been going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish reading this. We're gonna talk about some other stuff that's been going on since we've been out. I do not want Americans to go hungry just because the radical Democrats refuse to do the right thing and reopen the government. Therefore, I've instructed our lawyers to ask the court to clarify how we can legally fund. See, always talking about Trump is breaking constitutional laws. He's asked their own lawyers. He's asked the courts, matter of fact. No, he says, I've instructed our lawyers to ask the court to clarify how we can legally fund SNAP as soon as possible. It is already delayed enough due to the Democrats keeping the government closed to the monthly payment date. And if we get immediate guidance, it will unfortunately be delayed while states get the money out. If we are given the appropriate legal direction by the court, it will be my honor to provide the funding, just like I did with military and law enforcement pay. The Democrats should quit this charade where they hurt people for their own political reasons and immediately reopen the government. If you use SNAP benefits, call the Senate Democrats and tell them to
mm,
reopen the government now. Here is
mm.
crying. Here is crying Chuck Schumer's office number: 202-224-6542. That dude actually put Chuck Schumer's freaking phone number out there. And if
I
y'all
bet
think
you.
I'm
Hey,
lying,
I
if y'all
bet you won't
think I'm
call that number
lying,
right now on live, nigga.
if y'all think, man, it's freaking 9 o'clock at night. If y'all think I'm lying that he didn't do this, tell me what this is right here. This is True Social. This is his post on True Social, right here, for you to see.
Gave that nigga the telly, nigga.
Gave that dude telephone numbers right down here. And for all of y'all that can't see it, here it is, right here. I'll
He
give
hit
it
that
to
ass with that hoop, Mike Jones.
you. Look, you see that? I'll circle it for you, right? See? There it is right there. See, I'm circling it. You see that? There's the number right there, folks. 202 224 6542.
I bet you won't call that shit right now, nigga.
No, I ain't gonna call it, dog. That ain't the dude I voted for did what they supposed to do. I ain't studying that.
He said, hell no, welfare queen.
Bro, you stupid. All right, so let's see what else is there to talk. Okay, so another thing that's been going on out there, y'all. That got done.
Oh, my bad.
What? Go ahead. No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you hear what Donald Trump said about he's talking about canceling the filibuster or something like that? Ending the filibuster?
I saw where he told the House Republicans that he wants it done.
Yeah, that's one thing I disagree.
Benny got where he trolled somebody on Halloween. Let me see what Benny.
Well, here's my problem with that. If the Republicans do that shit, they gotta win the midterms.
Yeah, because then the filibuster's gone.
Yeah, then we already know what the Democrats gonna do when they get in charge. They're gonna do mass amnesty.
Mm-hmm.
Like they already showed you where they're at.
Yeah, they for the illegals because they don't have a base anymore. Everybody's leaving them. They had 4 million Republican registrations, dog. Recently, 4 million.
And so if Donald Trump and the Republicans do that, when I say it will be a wrap, it will be a wrap if the Republicans lose. It will be a wrap for the Republicans because what the Democrats gonna do, the Democrats gonna come so hard at the Republicans and shit. They're gonna make Puerto Rico. They're gonna make Puerto Rico and Washington D.C. a state, right?
Well, that's more. Ain't that more tax money though? And they're gonna raise taxes.
No, it's actually
less money.
So when they do that, automatically because Democrats made Puerto Rico a state, Puerto Rico will automatically go towards the Democrats every single election.
Of course, but how many freaking electoral votes do you think Puerto Rico?
Probably the same as Rhode Island.
What, 3?
Probably only be like 3
4
or a couple, 3 or a couple.
Oh, okay.
And so by doing that and making DC, which will have a large electoral college count, DC? By doing that, yeah, because there's a lot of people that live in DC.
You probably won't have no more than about 10, man.
Whatever maybe the 12. Population of ain't there like a couple of million people live in that district alone in DC?
Yeah, but DC ain't that big though. Yeah, it's a couple million, but it's more people live in Georgia.
It goes by population.
Though. There's more people that live in Georgia than live in DC.
I know that. That's not the point I'm making. What I'm saying is it will go directly towards the Democrats. It wouldn't be. It's like these would never be swing states. They were automatically be Democratic strongholds. And so by doing that, the Democrats will already have a 15+ advantage every election.
Yeah, Georgia's only got 16, so it'd probably be about 10, 12.
Yeah, so you're talking about 15+ electoral advantage on the Democrat side every single election. The Republicans will never win another election in history.
I
No,
doubt that.
that is the you gotta like if you don't Donald Trump this past election was that's the reason why I said I told all these Democrats that yeah, you had a bad candidate. I was like, your candidate was I don't care how you feel. I'm telling you the truth. Your candidate was bad. They were like they had shitty fucking policies. All of their policy. I was like this. The reason why I could say that all her policies were shit is the fact that even when they're talking about legalizing, I was just like, dog, any smart individual who actually just do the basic of following of any policies, any bills passing, or just watching public broadcasting
They
like
said DC
two
will have
hours
3.
2 hours a day. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
That's what I said. Say it would have 3, but
Yeah,
it wouldn't.
try more like 6, maybe 7.
Well, 6 is not
They
that much, man.
they
That's
will
not.
squeeze it. Well, majority of the people in the United States is going to be Democrat because they all live in close areas, and so you got like New York.
I have to disagree with you, man. Only because with everything that happened with DC getting cleaned up, crime and whatnot, I think a lot of people in DC would. I think it'd be close. I don't want to say they're gonna run away with DC.
Do you know? Do you know the last time DC has ever turned? Last time DC went Republican?
Nah, but I mean, a lot of things have
Try
changed.
never.
Well, yeah, but a lot of things have
You're not
changed.
gonna change a 98% Democrat stronghold into a swing, even to swing district. Don't matter how much a person does.
I got that,
That is
but Donald Trump just won every swing state. He won
in
the
this
electoral
DC.
count. He won the electoral count, and he won the popular vote.
Yeah, and it's a 98% Democratic stronghold. Donald Trump could cure fucking cancer and walk on water right in front of people on television.
I'm not saying they will win it. I never said they would win it. I never said Republicans will win DC. You didn't hear me say that. I said it'd be close. It'd be close. Only because, I think it'd be close because of the stuff that's happening in DC. And you got to understand, man. If you looked at the polls, and this CNN has said this, not a right leaning channel. CNN has said this. The Democrats are down. Their polls are so down. They were plus 12 around this time before the election when it came to favorability of Democrats. They're a plus 3 now.
Like I said, 98 percentile voting habits when it comes to Washington D.C.
And I never said that they would win.
Never.
I did not say Republicans would win.
Oh no, you said it would be close, and I'm saying to you, I'm challenging you the fact that I before it would even ever come close to that nigga, I will be able to learn how to fly. That's how I am that confident that I'm willing to put my retirement on it. I promise you, dude. I would love to see the same thing, but DC is so like indoctrinated with Democrats. It's never gonna. It's like parts of LA. Parts of LA. Well, doesn't matter if you move 100,000 MAGA into that one area. It will never turn nowhere close to being red.
I got you.
Now, there's things they could do around, see what is it called? What is it called? Gerrymandering?
Yeah, they didn't gerrymander most of the country. Now it's pretty much Republican from this gerrymandering shit.
Well, you couldn't even gerrymander. That's even how fucked up DC
Yeah,
is.
you probably can't gerrymander. These are so small.
Even if you try to gerrymander DC, there's no fucking point because you're like, okay, well, we're going to gerrymander majority of the Republican area over here, but all of that blue is just going to eat. It's going to eat that one Republican area.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why Republicans they're just like on the fence of ending the filibuster. Because only way you end the filibuster is you are confident that you're going to win the midterms.
Yeah,
But the downfall is if you lose, possibility you would never win an election in this century. Anywhere you will be more. We're closer to 2050 than we are 2000. So we will be long and gone before the Republicans will ever win because that's how fucked up the Democrats already told you what they were going to do.
well,
And so
I don't see the Democrats winning no more. I don't see the Democrats. That's if they do get rid of filibuster, that'll be a problem. But I don't see the Democrats winning another fucking election for a minute.
Well, see, they're on life support right now. Democrats, they are on life support.
They are.
Like right now, the Republicans. This is what the Republicans can do. Hold out as long as you can for this shutdown, as long as the Democrats come to the table first. Republicans, it's a flawless victory. Midterms is going to be a slaughter for the Republicans.
Well, I tell you right now, if the courts let Donald Trump fund the SNAP shit, it's going to be a slaughter. Because I'm telling you, and I was already thinking he was going to do that anyway. Figure, you know, if these he knew these motherfuckers going to do this, so he been playing chess. So I pretty much figured he was going to do that anyway. He's going to fund the SNAP benefits anyway. He was just waiting for their ass to be hard headed like they always do and double down like they always do.
I kind of, I'm over here. I'm like, yeah, I don't want people to go without food. But the other thought of me, I'm like, yo, what I want to see what's going to happen. Let's let this shit.
I want to see what's going to happen. Just like I want to see what's going to happen if Wamandami getting he's going to win the mayoral race. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but check this out. This says here that Trump trolls trick-or-treaters were iconic prank at White House. Halloween, he did it again. Let's watch this. We're going to talk about a couple other political shit that's been going on too. Because there's been a lot of stuff going on. Hakeem Jeffries looking like a damn fool. Chuck Schumer looking like a damn fool. Cory Booker out here looking like a straight up fool.
Crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighbor.
Hold on.
We can't play the music. I forgot we can't play.
Hold on. Did he just hit them with the Thriller?
Thriller's in the background. I can't play the music, but Thriller's in the back. Look, Nancy Pelosi. Look at this shit. You're not looking at it, are you? You're not looking at it, are you? That's Benny's production team does this.
Oh, that's goddamn O'Connell, not O'Connell.
Mitch McConnell right there. That's Mitch McConnell.
Right, that's Mitch. Yeah, good old goddamn Mitch.
Mitch is the Walking Dead right now, dog.
Previously on the Walking Mitch.
Look at Kamala. And there go Joe. In other words, the Dems are the Walking Dead. That's what Benny got. Look at Kamala. So Joe's Michael Jackson. This is some funny shit Benny and his people be putting together, man, before each show. That shit's funny. He, I don't,
Whoever
he,
Donald,
he got
whoever
a lot.
Donald
He got a
Trump
lot.
IT dude.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's not Donald Trump. That's Benny doing that. He's about to show something that Trump did though. Hold on. Here we go.
President Trump, something that is a constant meme of our president is what he did to a minion years back. In the first administration, President Trump decided to take a young, inflatable minion and put a full-size candy bar on the minion's head and just left it there. And then Melania followed suit and threw a full-size candy bar on the head of the minion.
For us, every day
Damn
is refreshing.
commercials.
Whether it's delivered.
I might have to pay this shit so the commercials won't pay no more.
It's a good woman right there. It's a good woman. It makes no sense, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, honey, because I love you. So this was a thing of legend, and it spawned 100,000 memes, and even the White House
But
decided
you ain't
to
see the little girl though.
create a
The,
meme.
the little girl's a pimp. You didn't see that? The little girl, he put
Hold
the
on.
candy
I gotta
bar.
see this shit.
He put the candy bar on the minion's head, right? The little girl next to the minion, the candy bar dropped right in her bag. Watch this
This
shit.
was a thing of legend.
Watch,
and
she
it
comes
spawned
along.
100,000
She's like, hold on.
and,
Watch this. Yeah,
even the White House
right in her bag.
decided to create a meme.
Already a gold digger in practice, right there. Gold digger in practice,
In
in
fact,
training, and went back for another candy bar. You see that? Greedy ass.
based on this, do we not have that ALX? You gotta get it for me. We have a meme based. There's like a meme based on this famous moment. Oh, I know they'll have it. They'll have it in just a second. It's all right. Sweet ALX. He's always redlining the show with us. But the point is that this was so famous that the White House was memeing it, making it about a sombrero for Hakeem Jeffries when you got it. And while this was certainly
This
the
is
most
tonight.
viral
This is
moment, certainly not the most viral costume. Most viral costume goes to McDonald's. Look at this.
Check this out.
Absolute alpha mom. This is called S-tier parenting right here. Well done. Well done. S-tier parenting.
She knew Trump went to damn McDonald's and worked, so she put something together with the daggone whatever this is, this cart she got her kid in, and made a McDonald's sign for that shit. He gonna remember that shit for years.
He was like, yeah.
He might get her dang contact. He might put her on goddamn in the cabinet. You never knew.
I hope they one day we're gonna have to do. I would love to do a show about one of the black girl.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he gave her like $10,000, something like that. He gave all the employees $10,000 or some shit like that.
I can't remember. I know he made a black woman. What was it? The pardon czar. He did
That
that.
bitch
Incredible.
guilty though.
How'd you even do that, Klein? Like, had to build out like a whole lot of time. Build the whole thing.
She even got the
And if you
font
zoom in,
right.
you can see that her
She got the
children are
font
like
and
little
everything.
McDonald's.
She got the font and everything right. Look at that shit.
It's perfect. It's beautiful.
McDonald's calling. I told
Well
him
done.
you should have hired that bitch.
Well done, ladies. Well done. This is rounds of applause. This is the best, without question, the best costume. The President Trump obviously delighted in it, loving it. I'm loving it, you might say. We are proud to report to you, and we were counting, that 0 children. President Trump put his mouth and teeth on 0 children, unassuming innocent children.
For anybody that don't know what he's referring to the time when Biden bit a baby in the leg. That's what he's referring to.
I forgot. Yeah, Biden did that crazy shit.
Yeah, he bit a baby.
Nigga.
This is, of course, a stark relief for all of us, given the fact that we had to witness
There it is.
years
There it is.
of Joe Biden
Bit the baby.
physically shoving baby parts in his mouth. You know how horrifying that's got to be for a kid? Like, I have little kids.
I mean, I'm a dad, and I've done that with my kids. I couldn't do that with somebody else's kids. I didn't make a big deal of it, but of course, right wingers are going to do that because it's Joe Biden. You know, but it is what.
Like I would never do this to my own.
Go in front of me. Go in front. Go in front of me. Go in front of me.
Like you're putting the kids, shoving the kid's foot.
Oh, that wasn't the only kid
he
bit. He bit a couple of kids.
Here's your Biden, like
get your mouth off them kids.
I mean, he's like biting. He's biting the children.
He's playing with them, Benny. Come on, man.
What was it? What was this exactly? Was it like an Illuminati?
He's playing with them, Benny. Come on, dude. Come on. Y'all reaching with that.
Ritual? Was some type of like humiliation ritual? Was some type of thing for the children?
That is not an Illuminati.
Like for the kids. You can see here in the close-up that he's physically biting the children.
He's a grandpa. That's what grandpas do.
Full mouth, full teeth.
That's what grandpas do. Whatever, Benny. Next.
This is a Reuters photo.
So you let
Oh, come on.
So you gonna be doing that when you're a grandpa? You gonna be biting your kid? You gonna be biting your little grandkids?
I mean, you play with them. That's how you play with them. When they that small, that's how you play with them, dude. He ain't really biting them. He's biting their clothes. He's not. Now the one thing he did put that one kid's a foot in his mouth. Yeah, he put that kid's whole foot in his mouth. However, now he's biting kids on their clothes. He's not.
You know what Biden was like? Biden was like, no, I thought it was a
burrito.
I thought it was eating pig's feet. You know what the colored people be eating.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He would say that shit.
You know
there he is. There's more. This was just last Halloween.
The
you understand? You understand what we've done? Like here by saving this nation, by taking these predators out of the White House. I'll just say it. Like it's just a predator. This is just predator behavior. This is just one of many, many, many thousands of examples of Joe Biden doing this.
You want to hear something? You want to hear something?
It's a
wait. I think Benny Johnson's trolling, bro. I think he's fucking trolling.
Rituals.
He's trolling.
Because I'm like, wait. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, he's trolling, dude. Benny got 6 million point. He's got 6,090,000 followers. Yeah, he's trolling like a motherfucker, man. It's all good.
Like this goddamn predator. I was like,
it's all good though, man. I'm trying to find some of this stuff, man. I've been looking at the last few days, dog. These like these jokers, boy, have been on it. You hear me? Mm-hmm. So here's the five. Here's the five talking about shit that's been going on. We're gonna hit this quick. Here's the five talking
the
about
royal
shit.
bathroom.
I love
the
that he's
temperature
renovating the bathroom around.
What?
Man, where I'm at, this shit about to be like 30 fucking degrees tonight, nigga. Damn.
Oh, I know, man. It's getting cold. It's getting kind of cool in Georgia at night, but nowhere near like it. Now, when I came off that plane the other day from being on my cruise, it was cold as shit, dude. When I got to the airport here in Atlanta, and it said it was 57. That shit felt like it was 37. Nigga, I could see my damn breath. I was like, how the hell is 50-something degrees?
You know
and I could see my breath.
Well, it was also probably because
humidity.
You was in whatchamacallit, Bahamas.
Yeah, but I had time to cool down, dude. I was on a plane. Then I went to Miami. Then I got on a plane that was air conditioned.
Well, no, all right. Still, it was your body was adapted. Got probably the body is a weird thing. It could quickly adapt to a climate.
Of course. I just think it must have been the humidity or something in the air, dude.
Or maybe you could have been
felt
seeing
so
dead
fucking
people.
cold. No, I think it was the humidity, dude. I think the humidity was super fucking high that day when I got back on this cruise, man. That I was seeing my damn breath at 57 degrees.
Hey, no, fuck that. Hey, Dragon. That nigga, this nigga Sean was suffering from the 6th sense shit. I see black people.
They go that shit. Hey, now check this out.
Icy
Now,
niggas.
have y'all noticed they've been fussing about this damn renovation to the damn White House? And I'm like, why are y'all fussing? Every president makes renovations. That's Trump
It's-
derangement syndrome is going out of control.
Yeah, the only reason why I complain is just because of Trump.
He has trolled people so bad about running in 28 that they actually believe he's gonna run in 28.
That where it's if Donald Trump make this fucking economy look as good as we were supposed to have before COVID,
He can run again.
nigga, you can run, nigga, you
You
come
can
to
be
my
a
house,
dictator.
nigga.
Fuck that shit.
Nigga, you come to my house, nigga. I'm cooking dinner, and you gonna get the big piece of chicken.
Nigga, he can find a way for them to take term limits off president, my nigga, if that shit happen. And stay
Well,
in
Of Joe Biden.
If he's forced to do the Insurrection Act, you know, well, technically, I could argue that he could run for a third term because of all this shit that was discovered about the whole Obama situation.
Yeah, he could.
About how Obama was spying on his presidency.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, and
The CIA
you know,
wasn't the CIA had all them Republican senators shit and congressman shit tapped.
you know,
Or was
and
it was the FBI.
I
It wasn't the CIA, it was the FBI.
I could, you know, argue how, you know, by all the shit that Obama did, he technically wasn't given his actual right as president, and so like, yeah, you can argue.
You can make a good argument for it.
Doesn't mean the judge is going to go in my favor, but you can make a good argument.
You can.
It's
Let's see
crap
what else they say.
that we have to do that. Metaphorically and literally, the White House needed a serious house cleaning. The Democrats treated America the way frat boys treated a cheap motel on spring break. You need a complete fumigation. That is not a pattern on the bedspread. Trust me. In terms of this hysteria, it kills me to, I mean, obviously this is more theater. You know, somehow Republicans and Trump enjoy inflicting pain on America. These are the people that ignored crime waves.
That was the Lincoln bathroom that he renovated. That shit is all marble now. That man got class.
That ignored the
Who?
illegal
Oh,
immigrant
no,
gangs
man.
that came
All right,
over.
so
Did you see that? Did you see the bathroom?
man, I have stayed at Trump, one of Trump's hotels and shit, right?
Mhm.
And so the part I was at, it was kind of where all the people who works for, you know, the hotel and shit, and who work for the golf course and all the Trump amenity places right there. But the place where I was at, it was where he purposely designed himself. And when I say this nigga Trump got taste,
Yeah, he got taste. They said
I have
Mar-a-Lago look like a goddamn look like a damn royalty, boy. You go to Mar-a-Lago, boy.
well, that's the reason why I had a problem with the whole Letitia James shit. With the whole this case that happened in New York. I'm like, yo, if you look at Mar-a-Lago, ain't no way you could say it's worth 20 fucking million. I'm like, no, you better add another fucking zero behind that. I was
Yeah,
like,
you better add a zero.
100 million. And I was like, wait, this is about a loan for how much? And I was like, wait, so he literally equated the value of Mar-a-Lago for $20 million
That's crazy.
on the free market. On the market right now, that shit's at least 200 million.
Yeah, of course. But she is in for like they said she might go away for 60 years, bro.
Yeah, that bitch fried.
Yeah, she's done.
That said inflation was good for you. They do not have, again, we do not have to give them any of our credibility at this point. They covered up for an incapacitated president. So they know nothing about inflicting pain. I wish they would put some effort into the real fears instead of the imaginary ones. the imaginary fears are basically what we used to call luxury problems. So instead of going after the real fears that Trump understood because he spoke to people, crime, cost of living, public education is an actual fear. The imaginary fears of Democrats are the luxury beliefs that you can have time to indulge, whether it is climate change, transphobic bathrooms. Is this bathroom okay for other people? Because you are well protected from the consequences of the problems you actually ignore. So you don't have to worry about crime because you have security. If you tabulated the opportunity costs of fabricated fears just on climate change alone, it's $1.3 trillion a year that was spent. And you actually had applied that to actual problems, drug addiction, urban blight, police salaries, public education, the
All right, Gutfield, we're gonna you rambling.
fire risk in California. Fear the fear.
Out of this impasse.
If some Democrat was on yesterday and was like, yeah, I think Veterans Day is the no later than date. It's like, where do these days come from? It was when the new premiums come out, around 1st of November was going to be the no later than day, announced Veterans Day. This is what I'll tell you. Part of this segment is the idea that Trump is floating ending the filibuster, the nuclear option. Vance was speaking with Erica Kirk, and he was asked about deploying the National Guard. And the question was, do you support doing this knowing that the next president might be a Democrat and do it as well? And Vance said, don't not do something you need to do in fear that the Democrats might do it next because they've already done it. And when you talk about the filibuster, for example, it was Harry Reid in 2013 that brought in the nuclear option for presidential confirmations. So now Republicans moved it forward for judicial, for the Supreme Court. So this old statesman's way of governing is a bygone era. It's gone. It's not here anymore. It might have died with the old statesmen.
Wasn't you just talking about that, Max? She's like, well, if they do it, Democrats going, yeah. He was like, man, ain't no need. JD Vance like, ain't no need worrying about. They've already done it.
But it's not here anymore.
Yeah.
We have to come to terms with that. We can miss it, long for it, but it's like missing your grandparents' house. It doesn't exist anymore. Even if the house does, they don't. That's not how we're.
At the same time, you got to think about it like this. Trump is playing. He's playing chess with these folks. He knows all he has to do is mention something, and it'll send them off down on a tangent or a rabbit hole that'll have them so daggum confused it don't make no sense. So he does all this stuff to fuck with.
Governed now. That may change again one day, but it's not how we're governed now. We are evenly split by the numbers, by the votes, by the rhetoric, by the issues. I don't like it. I don't necessarily advocate for ending the filibuster, but this idea that don't do it now because they might do it to you later, they already have.
All right.
So why not?
So, Harold, take us into Washington. Take us into the chamber. You were a member of the House of Representatives, so you know this world inside out. The Senate is supposed to be the upper chamber, but they're acting like a bunch of babies. I actually fear for this country if we're just going on a 51-vote majority in the Senate. It means they've completely given up on working together. What does the nuclear option mean long?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think once this dang midterm comes, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I think we're gonna have a. I think the Senate is gonna go over majority Republican. I think they're gonna gain so many seats because they said they might be able to gain 13 seats because of this gerrymandering that went on that the Democrats have done several times, and you got people out there complaining about, well, y'all doing this, and y'all didn't done that shit several times. Whatever. What they did was totally legal. I think that they're gonna take over.
The problem is the Democrats had gerrymandered their districts so bad they really can't gerrymander it no more outside of doing stuff that is going to be
constitutionally illegal. It's going to be unethical as all get out. You're right.
For example, maybe you probably want to gerrymander, this one district where there is a black candidate, but this black candidate has a voting record that is not 100% towards Democrat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to gerrymander it to get a more progressive black, get probably a more progressive Democrat in there, because this gerrymandering, it ain't for the Democrats. It's for the progressive side of the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the Democrats already got a civil war in their party right now.
Yes, they do. It's the Democratic Socialists against the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
And AOC and Bernie and Crockett, all of them on the way far left. Just like this Mondami cat that I'm gonna tell you like this, and we talked about this before. You said you don't want to see New York go that way. I don't want to see no New York go that way either. But when he wins this mayoral race, and he fucks up New York, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is gonna be they already got 2 foot in the coffin, and they sitting down in the coffin as Democrats. They just ain't closed the fucking coffin yet. If this dude fucks up New York, the coffin will be closed on the Democratic Party.
Dude, I travel to New York all the time. I already have businesses already told me they already got the day that the election comes out. They was like they already putting their property up for sale.
Hell yeah. Dude,
Like,
he is about to fuck up New York. New York is about to be Detroit 10 years ago.
There is a major distributor literally moved their distributor. They moved it from Brooklyn all the way to Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Yeah, they either moving to New Jersey or Miami, right?
No. I'm talking about like they got to be
No,
up
I'm
in
talking
the
about all the
Northeast,
businesses.
bro.
I'm talking about the businesses that.
No, the
Didn't
businesses.
Didn't you say some of them were going to move to Miami?
Well, I'm talking about Wall Street. Now, Wall Street been wanting to make that move to Miami.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Wall Street moves. If Wall Street moves, shit. And you know
New
he's
York
already
is a
started.
wrap.
He's already started talking about how he's gonna get these free buses for everybody. He's talking about hiking up everybody's taxes.
Yeah, you got to pay for it. And
Everybody.
they
He's
can't.
already saying it.
And that's why my auntie, when me and my auntie lives up in New York, and that's when me and my auntie was talking about it. I was like, "Yo, you realize that he's about to raise the shit out of your taxes?"
9%. They said 9%.
She was like, "No, they're not." I was like, "Auntie, we're literally already.
You got to pay for it some kind of way."
We're literally already talking about we's a possibility." If one of our accounts don't fucking move, we're not going to be able to visit them. We're not going to be able to deliver it to them because there's going to be. It's like this. Unless they're going to most likely they're going to foot the bill. But what's going to happen is the price of food in New York is about to skyrocket.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I think I got something on. A young lady talking about, I thought I had it pulled up. A young lady talking about, I don't know what I did with it. Had a young lady that was from a socialist country, and she was talking about that shit. Let's go ahead and take this down.
Yeah, I actually been to Laos, which is a democratic socialist country.
Mm-hmm.
The people, absolutely amazing. But when I say poor, the poor is fucking poor. It's worse than the Dominican Republic poor. I have seen poor. And
poor.
when it comes to the rich, oh my God!
Here it is. I think I found it. This is something I found, and this is a young lady talking about socialists. A socialist society. This is off of Doc Rich's page. Guy by the name of Doc Rich. I'll start right here.
Have
This
you heard
nigga-
of Vince Ellis?
Nah.
Things that Zoran would want to implement, like socialism. Check it out.
Zohar Mamdani. I still cannot believe it. Like, this is like surreal.
She sounds like she's from Russia or Slovakia or something.
A socialist running for a government spot in New
Hey, for
York City.
Bulgaria.
I really wish I had pictures from my childhood in socialist country where we had grocery stores owned and operated by government. My core childhood memory was going after school and standing in a long line, saving a spot for my mom. So she would come after work and stand in this line with me so we could get groceries. Of course, it only could happen in Soviet Union. It's never going to happen in anywhere else because Soviet Union was doing socialism wrong. I'm sure Zohar is going to do it so much better.
Yeah, they don't understand. If you think standing in the welfare line for some block cheese is bad,
So
have to do that for all your groceries, and everybody have to do it in the whole freaking city.
So let me explain to you the reason why this shit. Oh shit. Okay, that probably might be better. Let me explain the reason why this shit doesn't work, will not work, and will never work inside the United States of America. One, we're a free market. By us being a free market, the market will decide the price. The market will decide everything, right? So, in order for what they don't realize is whenever the government gets into something, they tend to fuck up something. They tend to fuck it up. Not only do they tend to fuck things up, but because the government has honestly an unlimited amount of money, they just spend. Then one day, well, the government don't have money, so they gotta make tax cuts. They gotta make cuts. Not tax cuts, but they gotta make cuts.
You mean like
First
how
thing-
the Republicans making cuts because they had to dang fix everything that was going on with the government because
Yeah.
the damn Democrats were spending too much money?
Yes. So with these cuts, well, we can't afford to give people free peaches no more. So we gotta stop giving people free peaches. So because of the fact the government decides right then and there, they're not going to buy peaches for the month. Well, the price of peaches is going to start going up because the demand of the peaches has significantly gone down because the government is not in the market.
Yep.
So a lot of these people don't realize that these grocery stores do not really make a lot of money off of groceries.
Nope.
With the groceries, after if they pretty much make their money off of the Chinese shit, the cheap electronics. That's pretty much where all their money makers off of. Pet food, pets, all that shit. So, and the reason why they're able to make their profit off of that is because they buy in bulk. They're buying They're buying multiple 18-wheelers full worth of merchandise at a time. So they're going to buy in bulk, and that keeps their prices low. But when it comes to if you want the government to be in charge of your food or what you eat, just realize this. Everything the government touches turns into shit.
It sure
So
does.
If you want the government to touch more of your food, good fucking luck.
They gonna
Good luck.
He talking about food. He talking about transportation.
Good luck, and you're about to make me rich. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And speaking
Because
of
you wanna know
supply and
why?
demand- go ahead.
I'm going. The reason why is because we got to go to New York, and New York is about to be a fucking cesspool of danger. So
Yep.
I got to.
Oh, and he wants to
raise my
defund the
rates.
police too. He wants to defund the police the whole time with all this going on too.
And I'm sorry, baby, but the rates got to go up.
They are gonna go up.
You think I'm going to that unsafe cesspool of New York City For the low? No.
Think about it like this: whenever the government's in charge of anything, the companies that are helping or that's giving all right, let me put it like this. With the EBT, right? They was giving people like what, $3,000 a month. You have some people on social media say they was getting $3,000 a month EBT, right? And so you know what they was buying with this EBT, because you can go on Amazon. I could pull up Amazon right now and show you what's SNAP eligible.
Yeah.
SNAP eligible. All right, we got a comment. Tarot Destroyer I8R says the Pandora Papers 2021 are 11.9 million documents that expose the secret bank accounts and holdings of 35 leaders totaling 32 trillion. I do not doubt that, bro.
You want to hear something? Hey, it's funny because of if you regardless if you're a Democrat or Republican, I say take a time out and read some of the shit Doge have released, bro. Because a lot of this shit, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. After finding out $7 trillion of the debt is fraud and corruption, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. That made me feel a certain type of way, bro. It really I am dead ass, because you know there's people in our country right now who have gone bankrupt just because they couldn't afford to pay taxes.
Tarot Destroyer, yeah, we know we provided him with too much shit, and I think we're gonna send him some Tomahawk missiles if we haven't done that already, too. Not to interrupt you, but Tarot Destroyer put up here. He said the U.S. has provided Ukraine with 175 billion of aid since the war began. Jonathan Masters and Will Merrill. Thank you, Tarot, for the references.
Hey,
that's
Tarot,
all right there.
Tarot.
Love it.
So, Tarot, it's worse than that. It's worse than that, right? You gotta look from the time. You gotta look all the way back to when Obama was president. How much money we have given Ukraine. Now, my thing is, bruh, I could understand, you know, the what is it, like $1 billion, maybe $2 billion. I think it was like $18 billion when Obama was president and all that shit. But we went from what is like a little small amount of money to what we said $384 billion. And there was no deal on the table for them to repay us back.
Yeah, that was during Biden's turn too.
And I thought that shit was fucking like, honestly, I thought that shit was corrupt, in my opinion.
It probably was. It probably pocketing something on the back end. Because you got to understand, all this stuff is all this NGOs and whatnot. Because that's what's going on now with the Democrats wanting this $1.5 trillion added to the budget. It's like, dude, we 37 trillion in debt, and y'all want to add $1 trillion and some change more. And we know why. We know why it's going back in their pockets. Because see, they sit there, Doge. They'll read all these papers. Doge talking about, you know, trans people operations in Uganda or whatever. All this wild and crazy shit. It's not going to that. That's just what they labeling it.
So
that shit's going into folks' pockets. It's not going to for no trans operations in Uganda or whatever the hell that shit was.
So,
Haiti,
so
whatever.
Sean, break it down a little bit to them so they can understand better. So, the money that, example,
Saudi Arabia.
I think that how much was can you give me something that you can remember that was the egregious dollar amount that they were sending money?
It was like 20 million to like Saudi Arabia for like Sesame Street in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, so look at their currency to our currency, right? So, example, and I'm gonna tell you this how a little bit about money laundering, right? So, if let's use the Dominican Republic for example, let's say $10 million went to helping trans kids how to read good, $10 million per year. So we know we went to we have been to Dominican Republic, right?
Right.
$10 million is like what? 300. I think that's what actually, no, that's like a billion pesos, a couple of billion pesos. I think that's probably like 100 billion pesos or something like that.
I mean,
That's
look
a
at
lot
the
of
money. Look at the currency swap we did with Argentina, which they're saying we just gave money to Argentina. No, it's a currency swap.
No, it's basically we're eating some of their. We're basically buying.
Eating some of
We're
their
buying
debt.
their. We're buying their debt. That's basically what it is. We're buying
You
their
know,
debt.
rich people make money off debt. Did you know that?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, here we go. It says questionable spending in USAID, $40 billion budget, including Sesame Street in Iraq. That's what I meant, Iraq.
Yep. And so, knowing that if you wanted to build a $200 million house in the United States, it's gonna be your standard single family home. You know, it's gonna be like 3 bedrooms, a guest bedroom, living room, family room, dining room, kitchen, garage. That right. Now, $200,000 in the Dominican Republic is a nice mansion.
Man, that's a nice ass mansion.
Or it's a penthouse with jacuzzi, very nice, hottest place in the city, vibes, good vibes everywhere. That's $200,000. So basically, they've been laundering a portion of their money. They basically been spending. They spend 5,000, but make it look like 10 G's. You get what I'm saying?
They've been doing all kind of they've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But like I said, they've been labeling it one thing and it's been doing something else. It's been going in their pockets. They might send a little bit to what they said they sending it to, but that ain't going in their pockets. And then we might be able to get around to talking about this later, but we done found out that Jasmine Crockett was not transparent with her investments in the market. And so she might be coming up on charges too.
Yeah, well, they're going to be like, this is just because I talk shit about Trump. I'm like, well, if you doing dirt, wouldn't it be a smart thing to shut the fuck up?
Yep. It would be.
It's like, Sean, we getting cash apps from here, from 3-Man Podcast. We getting cash apps and shit, but I'm talking about how much money we making over here at 3-Man Podcast, but you niggas haven't seen the cash app yet from me.
Yeah,
Wouldn't it be stupid? I should have shut the fuck up, and niggas would never found out about it.
Never found out about that shit. And that's what Letitia James thought she was doing. She thought she was out of the blue. She thought she was scot-free. This chick got 2 homes. She been doing this jank for years. Then she got a felony. She got her felon niece staying in one of her damn homes.
Dog,
Ain't
that
some
shit
crazy
was
shit.
that shit with Letitia James. It is so fucking hilarious. I'm
hilarious.
like,
and she over there sounding like an old gospel preacher. Every time she make a goddamn
anybody
speech.
who was found guilty in Letitia James overseeing your conviction, I will go straight for immediate appeal.
I need an
appeal. I will question.
Hold on, where did they try Diddy? Where they try Diddy at?
New York.
He can fucking appeal his shit, can't he?
If she overseen it,
I don't think she oversaw his shit.
If she signed any documentation
in that case,
I would be like, in that case, like, because you got the person who's prosecuting you, but then you also do have a person that's going to be over you, which is probably the main district attorney of New York. Which, if it was anything that was in Letitia's James, anything she touched, fucking appeal. All
right, let's go. Let's keep moving with this right here, man. This when we talking about socialism.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. This time, it's gonna be different. Totally.
Socialists
By the
gonna
way,
be
we
different
didn't
this
have
time?
free buses in Soviet Union.
No, she's basically saying it didn't work in the fucking Soviet Union. Why the fuck do y'all think it's gonna work in America?
Because
That's basically what she's saying.
because we flirt with borderline narcissistic tendencies with a mixture of entitlement.
I think the Democratic Party as a whole is narcissistic because you don't know how much they double down and they don't pay attention, and then they don't learn their lesson. They don't listen to nobody. They sound very narcissistic as a whole party. They really do. They double down all the time. All this shit that's going on now, they doubling down. All this shit with they keep saying that the Republicans got the control of the House. They got control of the Senate. We got a bare majority in the Senate. You need 60 votes. We had 55. Ain't get enough votes to keep the government open.
Yeah, you only need
Let's see
12
how it's going to play out in
Democrats
New
to
York
vote.
City.
Yep.
Only need 12 Democrats.
Yep. And can't get that
Right.
shit. And they won't pass the CRs. They won't pass the CRs, man. The CRs is just basically no policies on the table that's changing anything. We just want to keep the government open. They won't pass that shit.
What she say?
By the way, we didn't have free buses in.
Oh, she didn't have free buses. Yeah.
I just want y'all to see that part. This shit crazy. Hey, but here's something I wanted to show y'all, man.
Sean,
was
you're
just-
a coon. You're just you're just trying to impress white folks.
Boy, you stupid. Now check this out right here. If it'll play, let me see if I can get this to play.
Okay, so we just got the list then of who are the private donors for the White House ballroom. So here's who we have.
Now this crazy leftist, stupid ass chick. She finds out who are the donors that are giving the money with Donald Trump to get the ballroom done, and watch how she reacts to this shit. Listen to this shit.
Amazon. So now I have to cancel Amazon because now I can't watch Thursday Night Football or have my Prime orders. Apple. Now I have to get rid of my phone, so I probably won't be making videos very much longer. Let's see. Coinbase, Comcast.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Now I have to use an antenna. I have to use an antenna to watch TV. Google. So now I pretty much can't have an Android phone or an Apple phone. Guess it's going to the flip. What? Just let me read this off and I'll be fucking done. Meta. So pretty much I can't use TikTok or Facebook. Oh my God. T-Mobile. Microsoft, everything I use at work. So now I'm gonna have to quit my job. Oh my God.
And she's dead ass. This is what's so funny about this shit. She's dead ass.
She's being serious.
Yeah, she's being serious.
I thought there was like supposed to be like satire. She's
not satiring shit. No.
I thought she was just joking. This is hilarious. The crash
this is
out
comedy
is real.
gold, dog. The crash out is real.
We have to cancel everything now.
That's
That
just
is
funny
hilarious.
to me, dog. That is freaking hilarious, dude. Freaking hilarious, man. Hey, but so talking about everything that's going on, we've talked about Mondami. Like I said, I think I don't want it to happen, but if Mondami wins in New York, you are talking about we as a people in this country are about to see socialism not work in real time for the greatest city in the world.
This shit's about to be hilarious.
City of Compton.
Just playing. That shit gonna turn to Compton. New York gonna turn to motherfucking Compton, dog. And then he's talking about he wants to defund the police.
That shit.
He
about to
wants
turn into
to have free buses. He wants to have the food be as low as possible. So he wants government controlled groceries. He's already said he's going to raise the taxes. And what do most Democrats do when they get in office?
Wait, he said he wants government controlled groceries?
Yes.
Boy, that's gonna be that Bill Gates farm ass shit. Motherfuckers gonna be dying left and right.
You ain't dude. You ain't bruh.
It's like
this is why I grow my own food. Fuck that.
It's like whenever I remember one of my old friends, I was talking to him, and he was talking about how he thought it was so cool that Oregon, places like Oregon and California were like, decriminalizing drugs and all that shit. And I was like, nigga, that's not a good thing. And he was like, well, why you say that? I was like, bruh, they expecting those people to OD, bruh. That's
He's
what
already
they're
lied. Mondami's already lied a couple of times already and got caught, right?
That's what I expect the socialists to do. You expect anything different? They're supposed to lie.
Yeah, he's already lied. He lied about he tried to say his mom was scared to go around after 9/11 or something. His aunt was scared to go around in New York after 9/11 and that. The bitch wasn't even living in fucking New York. Then he tried to change it up and said it was his play aunt or some other aunt on his dad's side. That bitch don't live in New York either. That chick lived overseas. Has never even set foot in New York, nigga.
See, I wouldn't if it was like true what he said, and I could understand because I'm not gonna bullshit you, right after 9/11, the Muslim hate was real. Like they ain't paid attention to black folks for a long time because of
I found a short. This might make sense. I found a short. This is a blind reaction. Listen to this.
Radical Muslim socialist Zohran Mamdani.
Zohran Mamdani.
Zohran Mamdani.
Democrat Zohran Mamdani.
Zohran Mamdani.
This Mamdani guy.
The Mamdani thing.
Zohran Mamdani.
Zohran Mamdani. You just lost to Zohran
Mamdani.
Zamdani.
The thing that I like about Hamdani,
33-year-old.
I thought they was gonna tell us something. They just up there fucking up his name.
Manzani, whatever the fuck his name is. What is
Zohran Mamdani?
Really quickly,
it's Zohran Mamdani, dog. That's his name. Zohran Mamdani.
What's up? What's up, Dragon? What's good, nigga?
I was gonna tell y'all, make sure that y'all are claiming y'all Celia tokens because today is
I've been doing that.
No, I'm just. Oh, okay. I was just saying because like I got the notification to make sure that you claim it, so I just went on there and I had claimed my tokens for the end of the month, so that way.
I was trying to see if this damn mine was gonna go through before midnight, but I don't think it will. So let me look how much time I got left on this mine, and then I'm doing on this silly. But I can watch this damn ad and give me a little bit more points.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. All right, so this is something that Dragon had presented to us. This is talking about the SNAP benefits, but it's talking about how we don't know who's getting these SNAP benefits. And now we do know because it's going to tell you who all get these SNAP benefits. Listen to this shit here.
Now that it's the Democrats that are keeping this government shutdown going. And they're admitting it themselves. Even places like CNN, yes, I cannot believe it. They are even admitting this, but there's a lot to break down today because I want to continue a little bit with what the story I gave out earlier. Look at your screen now. Look at what I have up here, and then we're gonna get some more info. So it says if 43 million Americans are on EBT and SNAP, and 48% are illegal immigrants, okay, then that means 20,640,000 people, 20 million plus 600,000 for, okay, the way they have it. It confused me. But
are you fucking kidding me?
So.
I'm sorry, my bad.
No, we're not fucking kidding you, dude.
Like, dude, it was just when I first heard this shit, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I didn't believe it myself because it sounded so fucking far fetched for that. Honestly, for that to
How
really
many
be happening.
illegals have been let into this? Dude, do you know it's possibly 25 to 30 million illegals? Do you know that's almost the whole population of black people, bro? Black people only make up 20 million.
It's actually
people.
worse than that. It's worse than that. If you look at all the other countries that have gone through a big population decrease, I'm equating up to 40 million.
You mean you think it's 40 million illegals?
Well, I think it's but from the time that Obama until now, I think it's about 40 million people that is illegally inside the United States.
Well, I mean, Obama did deport a lot of people. You talking about after he got out of office?
No, I'm talking about total. Because Obama didn't deport, he wasn't able to deport all those people, and you gotta remember those people.
So much more. It was so much more here anyway. He just, even though he deported a lot, it was just still a whole lot of people.
Yeah, still a whole lot of people and all that shit. And so
motherfuckers was just coming over here now. They were just coming over here. Think about it. When have we really been tough on goddamn immigration, dog? Other than when Trump was in office.
We have really never really been tough on immigration.
No, we haven't. Not till after 9/11. When 9/11 hit, that's when we got tough.
Yeah, 9/11. Yeah, 9/11.
Well, think about all the motherfuckers that been let in before 9/11. Because you had folk that was here 20-something years and then still ain't had their paper.
9/11. It was like y'all motherfuckers can leave.
Like motherfuckers, like if they ain't pressing you for it, fuck, I'm gonna get that shit for. That's how the motherfucker was thinking. They ain't pressing me for it. I ain't finna worry about this shit. Motherfuckers had 15, 20, 25, 12, 10 years over this motherfucker, man.
Look at it like this. You could be an illegal, right, and move to places like New York or California, and you can live you could live your life like a regular citizen.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, whenever, and they was trying to talk about, like how us, when we go out there, I was like, the difference between us when we go out the country, which you really can't equate, but I was like, the difference is we have to spend money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
They don't.
These illegals don't have to really spend money the way we. My grandmother was only getting $100 a month in food stamps, and they cancel her food stamps and all that shit. And my friend was just like, "Oh, she better blame Trump. It's because of Trump." I was like, "No, there was something they was going to actually do regardless before, Donald Trump became president." I'm like.
And then reissue them.
Yeah, but in my thing, it's like it's so many fucking illegals it's so many fucking people who aren't even American citizen on food stamps, thinking like how do you know who's a real person or not?
Well, you gotta have the right type of damn identification to even fill out the forms. But you heard in some of them sanctuary cities, they was giving motherfuckers driver's license. It was a motherfucker that was a cop that was a fucking illegal immigrant.
Shit, I think
he was from what's the name of that damn country? Shit. Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue, man. Not Monaco. Was it Monaco? It's something like Monaco. He was from one of them damn countries, dog.
Remember that African who
that was a teacher that had a master's degree?
Yeah, I think he was from Tanzania.
Yeah, one of them motherfuckers, man, is a dude that
he was a superintendent in Des Moines, Iowa.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Superintendent in the Des Moines, Iowa and shit. And he was an illegal immigrant. And
this other dude was a fucking police officer. They let him have a gun, but they made him turn it in after every shift, nigga.
what?
Yes, nigga. I'm not lying, nigga. This shit was, I'm telling you, bruh. Don't make me pull this shit up, bruh.
Man, you gonna have to pull this shit up, nigga. I don't want to say you lying on the behalf of the white
nigga. This
You
shit
nigga
was
lied.
on Fox, bruh. This shit was on Fox, nigga.
I'm gonna hit you with the black women. How black women be? Hey, you lying on behalf of the white man just to make black men look better.
I'm about to show you this shit right now, nigga. Hold on, dude. Hold on. I'm about to show you this shit right now. This shit was on Fox, my nigga. This shit was on Fox, my nigga. This is when we was out. We ain't do this shit. I was planning on doing it. Here you
In
go.
the meantime, the feds say that an immigrant working as a police officer in Illinois, an illegal immigrant, was carrying a gun and has been in the U.S. illegally for a decade. Senior correspondent Mike Tobin.
Illinois of all states, J.D. Pritzker. J.D. Pritzker, you big 600-pound life ass nigga. This is in your state, nigga. Mr. We won't cooperate with ICE. This nigga got a gun. He ain't even a citizen, dog. Arresting citizens, dog. Giving out tickets, enforcing warrants. He done locked up some black folk. Since y'all black folk want to get so emotional about shit and always want to pull the race card and shit. He done arrested some black folk.
He locked up a few niggas.
He locked up a few niggas, goddamn. You know he has.
Yeah, listen here, boy.
Hanover Park, Illinois.
Listen here, boy. I don't care about where you from. You want to know where I'm from? I'm from a place called Fresh Off a Nigga's Ass, and I'm getting homesick, boy. I'm like, God damn, nigga, I was just sorry.
Hey, I think they got this dude talking too. You can tell he ain't no American. Listen to this.
Reports on this for us live from Chicago. Hi, Mike. What a story.
Well, yeah, he's been defying the law for a decade, yet hired by a western Chicago suburb to enforce the law. The Department of Homeland Security says Radul Boyevich is from Montenegro and that he overstayed his visa back in 2015.
Montenegro.
He went through
That's it. Montenegro. That's the name of the country.
Police training in 2025. He earned over $200,000 as a Hanover Park police officer. DHS says that's part of Operation Midway Blitz, the fact that Boyevich has been arrested.
It's a felony for an illegal alien to possess or own a firearm. But yet here we have an illegal alien with a firearm in the state of Illinois, as per J.B. Pritzker and those leaders. It's absolutely amazing what's going on here in Illinois.
A photo that ran in the Chicago Sun-Times is now going viral. A DHS source says a young man in that photo with a weapon pointed at him is Armando Garnica. The weapon looks lethal. It is not. It's a crowd control weapon. The photo was taken after a crowd turned aggressive and objects were thrown at agents. At least one agent was hit with an egg. And the source says agents were detaining Garnica's cousin. At some point, he put his hands on the agent.
What's so funny, man?
Man. Bruh, I couldn't be out there. I'm like, did that motherfucker just throw egg at me? Oh, hell no. Police brutality his ass. No, jump that nigga. That nigga was resisting.
But you see what I'm saying, man? This is a legal alien, dog. Got a goddamn gun. Arrested niggas now. White folk, niggas, Latinos, whoever. He ain't even from this bitch.
The U.S. attorney in the Northern District of Illinois.
Man, you just went straight Bill Cosby, bruh.
Martha, back to you.
He ain't what I mean when I said he ain't in.
Yeah, you ain't even got me big. You went straight Bill Cosby, boy. I'm like, God damn, I'm like, where the Jello put? Where the Jello pudding pops at?
I used to do a good Bill Cosby.
Now, if you gonna be around here with Negroes, I want you to be like me.
Boy, you stupid. But
Yeah,
for
man,
real though,
except-
man, but for real though, dude, like this makes no sense, man.
It makes all
You
the sense
got-
in the world.
Yeah, but this dude here, man. This dude here, bro. He is got a gun, bro. Yeah, yeah. Why, man? Listen here. This is some shit here, man.
He's on some illegal YN activity.
And he's not the phototypical illegal. You think Latino,
He's
possibly
white
Muslim,
adjacent. He's a white adjacent illegal.
maybe Haitian, Jamaican, or whatever. But no, this dude is white as damn Wonder Bread from Montenegro. Boy, back to this. God.
So the blue are U.S. born headed households. The orange are legal immigrant households, and the purple is illegal headed households. So this comes from CIS.org. I've seen this in several places, even a news report about it.
Man, look at this shit, man. 59% any welfare. Cash, 18%. Legal immigrants, 23%. U.S. born, 16. Food.
Wow.
Food, man. 48% illegal head of household. 34% legal immigrants. Medicaid, they got 39% of that. 4% of housing, they should have 9% of housing.
But look at this. So any welfare at all, 39% are Americans, U.S. born Americans. Next, 52% are legal immigrants. 59% are illegals. So let's look at cash. And you may be wondering, cash, that doesn't make sense. They're getting cash? Yes, I'm going to show you something. 16% Americans, 23% we have legal immigrants.
They still get more cash, more illegal immigrants getting cash than Americans.
18% illegals.
More money than me.
Born, U.S. born
to
American.
food. So this is SNAP, EBT, food stamps. 25% are Americans, born Americans. 34% legal immigrants. 48% are illegals.
I just finished developing the.
Oh, shut up.
What you finished developing, bruh?
So if people are wondering why they're not getting their SNAP benefits, we already know that the Democrats are using this as leverage. They've admitted this. I've played that clip before. Okay, they know people are going to go hungry. They know people are going to suffer. They know it's the holidays. They don't give a damn because they said it's leverage for their agenda. But look at this, and this ties into the next thing, Medicaid.
I'm going to tell you like this. This is what's going on, really, when you think about it. The Democrats know they ain't got shit else to lose. They ain't got shit else to lose because they know they're not getting back in that damn White House no time soon. So they trying to hit up the government for one last time. Let me make sure my fucking golden parachute straight. I'm good, but I need another about 10 million.
I need about
so I can get that damn house over there in Gambia. Get my compound the way I want it. I need another 30 million for that damn private island I got my eye on out there. Cause after this motherfucker coming for me.
So
they trying to get that last little bit.
So you basically saying they're passport bros?
I don't know. All I'm saying is I think a lot of them know they ain't gonna win re-election. And they like, look, it's a few of them out there that know. I mean, it ain't gonna be a big old goddamn landslide victory and pick up a whole bunch of seats. But I bet you we at least pick about 7-8 seats up on the Republican side. Guarantee you. At least 7-8. We might lose like 2. I'll say net gain gonna be about 6. Net gain, nigga. About 6 in the House. I say about 3 to 4 in the Senate. Net gain of 4. I say net gain of 4 in the Senate. Net gain of 6 in the House. But the people that ain't gonna be here, they trying to get the fuck on, bruh. They trying to get the fuck on. Let's hit their ass up one last time. They gonna see what's coming to this motherfucker hostage. Fuck that shit. Let's hit this bitch up one last time. They got rid of a USAID. You ain't see our damn fundraising been down like a motherfucker, man. You ain't see that shit, man. Just think about they're all in the room talking, saying this shit to each other, bro. You ain't see that shit, bro. That USAID was our shit, nigga. And they found that shit out, bro. They found that shit out. It's a wrap. Look, check this out. We gonna hit their ass up for 1.5 trillion. All right, and you gonna take your allegedly, you gonna take your little 15% off of the transsexual surgeries in Guatemala. I'm gonna take my little 15% off the Sesame Street NGO in Iraq. So he gonna take his off of that. That's what we gonna do, and then we gonna get the fuck on, because ain't no way I'm winning fucking re-election. I'm gonna tell you that right now, y'all. I'm not winning that shit. I already know I'm not winning that shit. Have you seen our approval ratings, nigga? They are down, dog. Have you not seen that shit? And this nigga Chuck Schumer, he's bending the knee to AOC.
That approval rate is abysmal, boy. That shit ugly.
Chuck over here bending the knee, sucking AOC dick, nigga. It is a rap, dog. That crazy ass Latina, that goddamn crazy ass firecracker, that motherfucker gonna throw a chunkler at everybody, nigga. I know she is. She crazy as shit. Allegedly.
This nigga said she gonna throw a big ass flip flop at
She gonna throw a chocolate at everybody when she get pissed off at them. I can see the goddamn Oval Office meetings now.
It's so funny because AOC is so fucking small, dude.
Yeah, she's
and
small.
it's like what's that nigga? Joe Stein be calling her a big booty Latina. That shit be so funny.
That chick is tiny. Who be calling her big booty Latina?
Joe Stein.
Really?
Yeah, he be trolling her. That should be funny.
A big booty Latina. That's funny.
This
So
motherfucker
25%?
went to I think it was a town meeting talking because he was making a point about free speech. And he was like,
"Oh yeah, I think I seen that reel."
He was like, "You can deport anybody who you want, but please don't deport my big booty Latinas."
Yeah, I remember.
He's like, "That's the big booty Latinas." I was like, "Yo,"
and it was like offended. He was like, "Hold on, it's freedom of speech."
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, what you offended for? It's freedom of speech, bitch." Freedom of speech.
Yep, he's like big booty Latinas. That
Americans, 36%. Legal immigrants, 39% illegals. First of all, I don't think anyone who is not American should be getting it. Legal, illegal, especially illegal. Like, that's not even a conversation. Legal, I got to see what the situation is. Are they paying taxes? Are they contributing? But if you're coming here as an immigrant and you want to become a citizen here, you should not be living off of our tax dollars. Only American citizens should be getting any type of assistance from the government. If you come here legally, you have to work like the rest of us. We're not going to get benefits if we go to another country. We're going to have to work. We have to show that we can provide for ourselves. So they shouldn't be on it. But then illegals, they're getting the majority
show proof of income and
in most of
everything.
these categories.
Go to
Okay?
DR with that
So then
bullshit.
housing. Now,
Go to DR and try to get the damn bank account. Shit. You gotta show proof of income. You gotta have a letter from your damn job. Goddamn, what is it? You
Sure the
gotta have
fuck, dude. Not
credit
only
report,
you gotta have proof of income,
proof of
letter
income,
from
and a
your
letter from your
job.
job.
You gotta
Mhm.
have your past 3 to 6 months worth of information as well too, just so that way you can get a motherfucking account. Luckily, I got mine.
Yep, you gotta do all that shit.
housing is a way lower number than I thought. 5% American, 5% legal immigrants, and 4% illegal aliens. All right, now I want to show you this next thing. So it says even fake news CNN is ripping
Oh, this shit here
Democrats
funny
over
right here
their
now.
refusal to vote to reopen the government. 13 times
Jake Tapper even said some shit.
they have refused, guys.
The Democrats have been
refused.
taking L's
They
all
don't care
week.
if the
nigga.
military is not getting paid. They don't care if people are losing their SNAP benefits. They don't care about anything. They don't care.
Matter of fact, the Democrats been taking L's since I was in fucking Bahamas, nigga. I've been watching this shit, man. They've been taking straight up L's. CNN has actually been not softball interviewing motherfuckers.
Care if federal
Dog,
workers are just-
did you see that Kamala Harris interview with that woman from Australia?
No, I think I seen the clip where she was giving her hell, bruh.
Bruh, she was just like, that was a world-class pivot. I was like, God damn, somebody finally
Oh yeah,
called
she
this
called
bitch
her
out.
ass out. Called her ass out.
government employees, but outside of
I
that,
thought that
contractors,
shit was
there's so many
hilarious. Nigga.
industries that are being hurt by this.
Watch this shit. Hold
So
on.
this isn't just going to be, oh, federal workers aren't getting paid. That's no big.
Let me go straight to it.
With high quality, great tasting.
Shit. That's high quality H2O.
So that these SNAP funds are not at risk?
Let me
Hey,
be
go back
clear.
in there, go back in
The
there. I'm coming. Go back in
administration
there,
is
back in there.
choosing to starve American children with money that they already have appropriated.
I'm not applauding
This
their.
is
I'm
a
not applauding
choice
their
by
tactics.
the White House.
Well,
This is a choice by the White House.
this
They
is
are
also,
choosing to
Congresswoman,
cut
this is
off
also a
food
choice
assistance.
by Senate Democrats
No,
to
it
not
is
vote to
not.
open the government. Yes, it is.
This
I understand
Senate-
why they're doing it. They're doing it because they want Medicaid funds restored. They're doing it because they want Obamacare premiums to be extended past the end of the year. I understand the reasoning.
Sir, let me just be clear. The money for contingency plans is sitting there. That is why the states are suing. The White House is withholding funds from
2 to 3
children
weeks worth
to
of
have
SNAP funds.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it may not be a big deal to you, but let me
It is
tell
a
you
big
that
deal to
for
me.
the grandparents, for grandparents
big deal to
that
me.
literally are feeding their children.
My point
to
is that
not
it's a
have
short-term
money
solution.
In those accounts.
It's
It
a
doesn't
short-term-
matter. At the end of the day, people need to be able to feed their families, and Saturday is when those funds
If you
run
feel
out,
so
and we are
strongly,
fighting to
Congresswoman,
get
why
that
not
funding.
ask the Senate Democrats from New Mexico to vote to open the government so that the SNAP funds.
Sir, I am here in the House of Representatives. It is shut down. I am fighting to get the government reopened. I am fighting to get funding put back into SNAP that is already existent, and I am fighting for the American people. I am here. But show me a single Republican that is here. Not a single one is here to make sure that Americans are fed on Saturday. That is why I am here.
Democratic Congresswoman Melanie Stansbury from New Mexico.
The fact that we have the same name is egregious, but I'm going to tell you, Melanie, you did a great job with the gaslighting there. She didn't answer one question directly. No accountability at all. There's some emergency funding they can do, 2 to 3 weeks of SNAP benefits so people can eat. Excuse me? Like, are you just slow? No, she's not slow. She's a gaslighting liar.
Yeah,
Okay?
man. I'm sorry. I
She's
had to
not
step away from
addressing
it.
that they.
Yes, I'm saying I had to step away from it. What's up?
Oh no, my bad. I just switched my headphones and everything, and I know this is my first time. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you perfect.
Oh, okay. Now, hold on. Can you hear me better before or after?
No, you better now because you was a little too loud before.
Oh,
You
okay.
perfect. You
No, it's
perfect
because, yeah, I got my new gamer headsets on.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. That's perfect.
Yeah.
They sound perfect.
down the
these bitches
government to
cost
push
100.
through this Medicaid Obama extent, which that is not what it's about. I did an expose on that, guys, if you haven't seen it. Okay. This is a way to stuff money into.
Now here's the polls I was telling y'all about. Listen to this shit here. Listen to this shit right here, y'all.
Affected their political standing.
Yeah, you might think, given that the Republicans are in charge of both the House and the Senate, that a government shutdown might actually hurt the Republican brand. But in fact, it hasn't.
Dude.
If anything, it's been helped a little bit. Take a look here, the shift in net popularity versus pre-shutdown. Among the when we're looking at the Republican Party overall, that brand actually up 2 points. That's within the margin of error, but clearly it hasn't dropped. Come over to this side of the screen. Look at the net approval ratings for Republicans in Congress. It's actually up 5 points since pre-shutdown. So what we're seeing here is
His hand hurt like a motherfucker. He just playing that shit off when he just did that shit.
the Republican brand in Congress has actually improved somewhat compared to where we were pre-shutdown, despite the fact that Republicans control. And that's the math that John Thune and Mike Johnson are looking at is, well, hey, why should we give, and electorally speaking, when our brand has actually improved a little bit?
Now, we say their position is getting better. With whom?
Yeah, okay, with whom? So I think it's two groups that it's so important to keep an eye on. All right, changing the Republican Congress's net approval rating versus pre-shutdown. It's rallying the base for sure. Look at this, the net approval rating up 12 points versus pre-shutdown. But it's not just with the base. It's also with the middle of the electorate. Look at this, among independents. It's up 8 points as well. So we've got a situation here where Republicans with the shutdown are actually rallying their base, but it's also something that's not hurting them with the folks in the middle. If anything, it's helping them with folks in the middle. And this is the type of math that if you're Republicans, you like to see, right? Because something could rally the base but alienate those in the middle, or something could rally those in the middle but alienate the base. But the truth is, we're not seeing that. What we're seeing is the Republican brand has actually gotten better among independents, and it's also gotten better among Republicans as well, that Republican brand when it comes to those in Congress. So again, what's the electoral reason that Republicans would give in at this point?
And Democrats, of course, they have their eyes on the midterm elections. Yeah, we have elections 1 week from today, but what Democrats in Congress are mostly focused on are 1 year and 1 week from today from the midterm. So how are they positioned right now?
Yeah, so I mean, look, the generic congressional ballot, which traditionally Democrats have done really well on, and if you look at this point back when Trump was president the first time around, Democrats are up 11 points. Look at where it is now. Democrats are ahead, but they're actually only up 3 points. This is, in fact, the worst position Democrats have been on in a generic ballot at this point in midterm when there was a Republican president in the last 20 years. And this is no different from pre-shutdown. So Republicans aren't losing on this metric either. They become more popular.
And that is the generic congressional ballot. It's a generic. So in other words, you got choice between the two.
And they're actually in a pretty good position for them historically when it comes to the generic congressional ballot.
This is a concerning number for Democrats, are you saying?
This is a concerning number for Democrats because it's considerably worse than they traditionally do in midterm elections when there's a Republican president.
Harriet, thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend.
There is unclear.
You got to think it's some folk that switch to Indian shit. Dragon, when you think you're gonna be ready to do some crypto, bro? Dragon. Oh, Dragon. Dragon.
For the love of God, Dragon, answer him.
Can you hear me?
What? Now I can hear you. What's up?
Can y'all hear me?
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Go ahead
folks.
and jump
All right,
right
folks. We're
into
gonna
it.
do crypto. Let's go right into some crypto news with Crypto Dragon.
What is up, everyone? So, I got some magnificent information to share. First off, the thing that I want to do is go ahead and speak about how one of the greatest exchanges that I personally like to use myself, which is called Uphold, they have XRP-based loans to launch in December. So this did come out as of the 28th, but I just want to go ahead and touch upon it real quick. On October 28th, Uphold revealed plans to launch digital asset-backed loan services beginning December, starting with a Florida rollout. The initiative, highlighted by crypto commentator Chad Sternberger on X, will allow users to borrow against XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and USDC. This is why I keep saying over and over on this magnificent podcast for you guys to not sell your assets, but to hold on to them. Not financial advice, of course, but just stating as some of the moves of what we do so that way we have compound yield bearing interest in regards to our various different assets. The move comes amid renewed confidence in the crypto market and is expected to boost the practical use cases of major cryptocurrencies, potentially driving price appreciation, which means that price is going to go up. So, according to the post shared, Uphold revealed that it will launch the digital asset-backed loan starting in December. Meanwhile, the rollout will begin in Florida. The development, which is coming at a time when confidence is returning to the crypto market, further ignited optimism among investors as the move tends to propel the concerned cryptocurrency for more usage, leading to higher price surges. Nonetheless, it is important to note that Uphold's decision to release the crypto lending products follows its new integration with the Exactly protocol. Thus, the launch aims to help the firm achieve its mission to bring on-chain lending and borrowing to mainstream users. So, Uphold to allow users to earn yield while borrowing against cryptos. There's that word again, yield. Apart from the ability to borrow against XRP, ETH, and Bitcoin and USDC, the development will allow customers to earn yield on the specified cryptocurrencies through a seamless and fully on-chain process. Pause. To tell you what they're doing, they're going to be utilizing DeFi and applications on the back end. That's how they're getting the compound yield bearing interest in said account. And that's the reason why they said that you'll be able to get yield. But if you've been following what we've been stating here on this, like I said, this awesome ass podcast, then you would have already gotten yourself into DeFi ahead of time and taking advantage of those DeFi plays, those yield generating income, that yield generating income of what you have. Now, as you see, the institutions are starting to promote that. I did state this about 3 to 4 months ago, to where the institutions are going to start offering staking, yield bearing, and everything else. That's the reason why you got JP Morgan out there now offering staking in regards to certain assets of what they're doing with Coinbase, with like USDC. Now you have Uphold. Hell, you even have Franklin Templeton offering staking and yield bearing in regards to what they have for their assets. And I played a nice little voice clip in the group chat of what we have, and you can hear them literally talking about to where they have yield generation on a day-to-day basis, unlike how in your traditional money market accounts you only get the yield generation once a month. Now with the DeFi protocols in place to what they have, that's yield generation 365 every single day. And her name is Sandy Qual, by the way. So let me continue. Furthermore, the product allows using a Visa credit card, offering users a flexible and efficient way to access liquidity. There's that other word I love hearing. While the development has fueled a bullish momentum across the crypto community, the new feature is designed to bridge the gap between traditional finance and decentralized finance, or DeFi, as it seeks to provide users with more control over their digital wealth. While the service will only start in Florida by December, Uphold further revealed that it is planning to expand its services to more U.S. states and global markets in early 2026. Pause. I just want to remind individuals once again, I've been stating for the longest that as of January 1st, 2026 is when we're going to see a shift. I really hope for the listeners out there that you guys have really been dollar cost averaging. You've been buying up weekly, whether it's $5 a week, $10 a week, $20 a week, if you can manage $100 a month in regards to crypto allocations, and then turning around and staking it to make sure that you're solidifying transactions across the blockchain and get your dividend payout, then you turn around and you take the extra bit of what you have and you put it into DeFi play, so that way you get your dividend payouts in regards to the pool pairings of what you've been putting in there. Then you're able to take that side liquidity and put it in a stable coin, so that way you have a hedge against inflation and other stuff of what's happening. That's how the rich operate. Just giving you that little bit. Like I said, not necessarily financial advice, but that's how all the rich operate. Why don't you operate like how they do for a change to get out that scarcity mindset? But yeah, everything is pretty much happening early 2026. Even with this other report that I have here, which is to where DeFi and TradeFi must put aside their differences, because if they don't, there's going to be a bunch of hell that's going to be coming about everything. So let me continue. Sorry, I'm downloading something in the background, so if I'm cutting out, that's the reason why. I'm fixing to get myself a new laptop. But DeFi and TradeFi must put aside their differences. It is often forgotten that the first emails were sent between U.S. college professors looking to share files and work collaboratively in the early 1970s. The sending of emails between two professors initially involved using a closed system between two computers on the ARPANET that would enable messages to be sent over File Transfer Protocol, or TTP. The process was slow, complex, time-consuming, and consequently didn't gain much traction by Ivy League universities or government research facilities. Web browsing entered the mainstream only when the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or HTTP, was created and the usability issue was addressed. Current DeFi protocols are similar to their Web 2 predecessors in that they are complex and guarded by zealots who philosophically oppose engaging with traditional financial services, TradFi. Although it's not hard to see why crypto believers are critical of TradeFi, given the failings that led to the crash of 2008. This intrinsic is preventing progress and DeFi's potential for being fulfilled. So DeFi and TradFi together. Should leaders in DeFi and TradFi decide to work together? We might look back at the current time and a similar inflection point in the web browsing in the 1990s, when digital asset service providers broke down barriers between TradeFi and DeFi platforms, enabling mainstream adoption. Yes, for most people that don't know, DeFi platforms have been around for a long time. It's just now it's getting more mainstream for individuals to get in there. Hard though it may be to imagine, there's already an established path that involves traditional payment service providers, or PSPs, that integrate crypto and enable users to top up a MasterCard directly from on-chain liquidity. This hybrid approach combines the efficiency and programmability of digital assets with the global reach of familiar payment networks, making it easier than ever to use crypto in real life. It's not about choosing TradeFi or DeFi. It's about synthesizing both to create the user experience people want and need. People must send their digital assets to a public key on their debit card and then put their cryptocurrencies to use anywhere they would usually with a MasterCard. It might not sound like much. In many ways, it isn't. However, by bridging the gap between relatively niche digital assets and mainstream financial service providers, there's a genuine opportunity to both grow DeFi and provide access to finance to the billions of unbanked and underserved by TradFi. So I just wanted to read that real quick, so that way we can see to where there is a necessity for traditional finance and decentralized finance to come together, but they're already in the process of doing that. And the last thing that I want to go ahead and speak on really quickly, well, I have one more after this, but it's to where global regulators review crypto banking rules amid stable coins. So, global regulators are reviewing banking rules governing crypto holdings as stable coins gain prominence in digital asset markets. The Basel Committee, which oversees international banking standards, is discussing potential adjustments to prudential frameworks that currently impose conservative treatments on crypto exposures. Under existing Basel standards, crypto assets are divided into groups with varying risk treatments. Tokenized traditional assets and qualifying stablecoins receive standard risk weights, while unbacked digital assets face stricter exposure limits designed to protect banking stability. Fuck them banks. Banks have lobbied for more flexible crypto exposure rules to enable greater participation in digital markets. The institutions argue current frameworks may be too restrictive given the evolving nature of stablecoins and their potential role in banking reserves. The U.S. has pushed back against stringent global crypto rules through advocacy for more accommodating stablecoin frameworks. The U.S. Genius Act establishes a federal licensing system for stablecoin issuers, requiring full reserve backing and prioritizing holder protections in case of insolvency. Pause. Let's go Ripple. Regulators are examining whether a high outflow risk associated with stablecoins warrants updates to existing guidelines. The review aims to balance financial innovation with stability concerns as digital tokens pegged to fiat currency become more integrated into traditional banking systems. Mind you, the banks were worried about that $6.6 trillion worth of outflows going from your traditional bank notes or your IOU notes to more stability driven stable coins because people are taking their money out of the banks and putting more and more into stable coins, such as myself. Only reason why I even have traditional fiat in the banks is because we haven't switched over to the full digital system. But best believe I'm getting my stablecoin reserves up, so just in case inflation or something else hits, I have a hedge against it, and I'm not crying for nothing. Then I'm also making sure that I'm pioneering to be ahead of the masses. So once all of this stuff hits, I got a good seat at the table. Like I said, it's not necessarily financial advice, but just giving you moves as to what the super rich would do, and as well to where I follow individuals that have not only six figures, but they're 8-figured individuals doing moves in not only the DeFi space, but also in the trading space as well. And some of the information of what they've given has gladly gotten people over $10,000 of a portfolio asset, over $7,000 worth of a portfolio asset. So the only thing that I'm doing is providing you the same information that they was able to provide for me. And I'm very glad that I was able to get that information because my portfolio is looking immaculate right now. And I want your portfolio to look immaculate as well too. So I always make sure that you're doing something in the DeFi space so that way you have your money, you have your assets making money for you, because that's the name of the game at the end of it. You don't want to sell your assets. You want to make sure that you keep them. So last thing that I want to touch upon real quick, which I have found that this was kind of funny, to where that there is FOMO. Yes, there is FOMO for 3 cryptocurrencies that are under $1 to buy by next week. I'm sorry, my thing had froze real quick. Now, I want to read something to y'all really quickly. What is going on?
Claimed my cilia.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. So, like I said, I found this kind of funny because they had came out with an article talking about 3 cryptos that y'all need to buy and everything else. And it's the same set of cryptos that we've been talking about for a little bit of what activity's been going on in the background in regards to institutions and other stuff. Now here comes the FOMO. And I know my peeps is glad that they got into this early because they got a pretty much big enough bag, even though our bags are still going to be getting bigger. But now when them inflows come in, it's going to make us even much better. So listen to this. Historically, sub-dollar crypto assets attract retail flows during altcoin seasons. But in today's market, the focus is all on fundamentals, which tokens combine affordability with credible catalysts without the risk of pump and dumps. 3 stand out, not just for the next week, but to hold and buy for the long term. Cardano, ADA, Tron, TRX, and Stellar XLM each sits in or near the top 15 by market capitalization. Each has unique drivers, and each is priced to catch back into altcoins, which by all the activity that we've been hearing in regards to altcoins, the change and everything else, that's inevitable to happen. So starting with Cardano at 65 cents at the time of this posting, Cardano has gained more than 86% over the past year, though it has given back nearly a fifth of its value in the past month. Despite that pullback, ADA has remained inside the global top 10, a sign of resilience through multiple cycles. The most telling data point is on-chain wallets holding 100,000 or more ADA grew their balances by 2.1% last week, suggesting large holders are quietly building positions. Let me repeat that. Suggesting large holders are quietly building position. Retail flows remain mixed, but that kind of accumulation point is long-term confidence. The regulatory backdrop has also shifted. Under the U.S. Clarity Act, Cardano is formally recognized as a commodity alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum, removing a persistent source of uncertainty. On top of that, Grayscale has applied for a Cardano ETF, with Bloomberg assigning 75% odds of approval. If greenlit, it would open the door to institutional demand like Bitcoin's 2024 rally did. It's only 65 cents. Y'all might want to get some if you don't have some already. I've been staking my Cardano for a little while now, and I'm enjoying my dividend payouts. The challenge for ADA is turning technology into transaction. Upgrades such as Hydra and X402 improve throughput and developer capacity, but adoption of AI and DeFi is still in its early stages. ADA can push back towards the $1 mark. Next is Tron, which is down right now to 29 cents. Sean and Max both know that I've been talking about Tron for a long period of time. And you can also get your Tron on Kraken Exchange, which is one of the awesome exchanges that I actually use. So the only thing that you would have to do is either go into your Apple or to your Google Play Store, go in there, go ahead and download Kraken, sign up for an account, and you'll be able to get a plethora of awesome different cryptocurrencies, one such as Tron. Unfortunately, you cannot get Tron on Uphold, you cannot get that on Coinbase, and you cannot get that on Crypto.com, which are all other exchanges that I use. So that's the reason why today's sponsor of this message is Kraken, to where you're able to get yourself some Tron. So please, by all means, go onto your Google Play Store or to your Apple Store, go ahead and download Kraken and get you some Tron and some of the other assets that's on there. Also, to stay with Kraken, you do get 3% APY and APR for just having your Tron in your wallet. Take advantage of that, folks. So, Tron at 30 cents currently. Tron is up 81% year on year. It has fallen around 11% in the past month. Its 2024 all-time high of 44 cents is still some distance away, but the fundamentals are clear. The network now hosts over around 78 daily stable coin transfers. Wait, let me repeat that again. And processes more than 20 billion in daily stable coin transfers. There's that word again, stable coins. In Colombia, stable coin payments reach in emerging markets. Pause. So you mean to tell me the Tron network and rock out with my shit? Looks like I'm going to be getting a little bit more TRX and making sure that my stablecoin reserves are going good. So that way, when I do travel anywhere across the globe, seeing that stablecoins are being accepted globally means that you can go anywhere and do anything because you have that one unified asset, that transition. Not financial advice, but just giving y'all some game. On the DeFi side, new projects such as SunPerp, which is a DEX that was launched in Q3 of 2025, are adding depth, while Tron's presence on NASDAQ-linked platforms signal its intent to bridge traditional and digital finance. Every gradually tight. What makes Tron stand out is its consistency. It may not generate the same headlines as more experimental chains, but it has embedded itself into global payment infrastructure for investors that makes Tron one of its steadier sub $1 assets in terms of demand and utility. Now, before I continue, I've been actually investing in getting Tron since it was 5 cents. I've seen what the network stability case uses for what Tron is going to be for and everything else. Also, for the people that use AMD processors and everything else, that's your Tron. Also, for the people that are in the entertainment industry, and for the people doing your videos and other stuff and how you get your data and everything else, that's your Tron. Tron is literally built on AMD. Your gaming stuff and everything else of what you have in the background, let's not just look at it NVIDIA. Let's look at AMD, which is on Tron. And you know, most people actually utilize AMD processors for their high throughput games and other stuff like that. Boom. Now you know the correlation between the two. And so, once again, not financial advice, but just giving you a financial play for you to look into for how you want to facilitate your finances. Download Kraken. Get you some Tron. Put your Tron onto then from your Ledger wallet, you can go to staking.xyz and then you can wind up staking your Tron. Now, your Tron is making money for you. Now you have a daily dividend payout in regards to the assets, what you have for long-term longevity. That's your financial play. Like I said, not financial advice, but just a way for you to have your assets working for you in the long run. So eventually, when Tron gets over to $1, because you've been accumulating it while it's low, and then when it hits that dollar mark, now you got $5,000 of Tron. And then, mind you, every time a transaction is done with Tron, a portion of it gets burned. The same thing like Ripple and a couple of other ones, which inevitably makes the price go up over time. That's a little bit right.
Hey, Dragon, you're breaking up badly.
That I've been
breaking badly.
Yeah, you've been breaking up a little bit, man.
Give me a second. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Hold on. Just a second. Let me see if this will help. I might have to restart and come back is what I might have to do. All right.
All right.
Am I still breaking up?
No, you're not bringing up right now.
If I'm still breaking
Oh yeah, now you are.
up, let
Yeah,
me
you still
restart
breaking
my.
up.
Okay, cool. All right.
All right, bro.
Well, I think we was at the end.
I don't think he heard you, Max.
No, I still have one more to read, which is about XLM.
You restart, man. We'll look at some. Check this out. This is some. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at a little comedy right here, man. She is forever will be funny to me. So this is Kamala Harris best gaffes, but this is done by a baby. And what I mean by baby, somebody did AI and put it as a baby. Check this shit out.
In one term, he has already, yes, you may clap.
You need to get to go and need to be able to get where you need to go to do the work and get home.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist
Hey, Sean.
in the context. Who doesn't
Sean.
love
What, man?
Man, that's
These-
funny. Hey,
these little
I
baby-
do gotta.
Shit.
Hey, Sean, man, I'm gonna have to log off, man. I'm gonna have to hop off. Is that cool with you?
I feel you, man. Yeah, that's cool, man. Do what you do, man. I'm waiting for
All right.
Dragon to get back. I mean, he's gonna do this thing, and we're gonna cut it off anyway.
Sorry, everybody, but fuck y'all too at the same time. All right, audience, peace.
Peace out, bro.
A yellow school bus, right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right? Just, there's something about and most of us, many of us went to school on the yellow school bus, right?
I do believe that we should have rightly believed, but we certainly believe that certain issues are just settled. It is the Caribbean nations, island nations. In the Western Hemisphere, that's where the Caribbean is, we are also in the Western Hemisphere. They are our neighbors. And talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. I think it's very important, as you have heard from so many incredible leaders, for us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment in time in which we exist and are present. So you're no longer are you necessarily keeping those private files in some file cabinet that's locked in the basement of the house. It's on your laptop, and it's then therefore up here in this cloud that exists above us, right?
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
As a United States Senator, I was proud to co-sponsor, and then as Vice President, it was my honor, with the President. The United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. A future where we can see what is possible, unburdened by what has been. We have dreams. We can see what is possible, unburdened by what has been. I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been, you know? Who saw what could be unburdened by what had been. I love Venn diagrams.
I really do. I love Venn diagrams. It's just something about those three circles. I like to think about a lot of things in the context of a Venn diagram. I love Venn diagrams. Always ask, is there a Venn diagram for this? I'm telling you, it's fascinating when you do. So Venn diagram, those three circles, right? I asked my team to do a Venn diagram of where these attacks are happening. So voting rights, women's reproductive rights, LGBTQ rights. And of course, there was a huge intersection. Sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't. And then you need to kick that door down. We did it, Joe.
That was funny. That was funny. Well, folks, I think we're gonna go ahead on and end it for the night, man. Because shoot, I don't know what's going on with Dragon, man. I don't know what's going on with his shit, bro. This is crazy. You know, I'll bring up one more thing while we're waiting. I wanted to go over. That's right. The brick lady. The last time we talked about this chick, she was going to court. Now she has been to court. And guess what, folks? She has been found guilty. That's right. The brick lady has been found guilty, y'all. I kid you not. And what's his face, man? Mediocre tutorials. Yeah, mediocre tutorials, reviews and tutorials. He did a thing on her. I don't know. That's not the one that I wanted to look at though. Hold on one moment. And we're gonna get this thing down, Pat. You hear me? We're gonna get this thing straight. We're gonna get it straight, y'all. Don't worry about it. Oh, and we ain't even get able to touch about cooking with Kaya allegedly going to Dubai to get pooped on, but we may have to do that another day. Allegedly, I said allegedly. I did not say that she actually went over there to do that. I will not participate in that. Here we go. We're gonna go with mediocre tutorials and reviews. He talking about them. Come on.
They scammed us.
Listen, where are all of these prideful Hotepians? Y'all should be apologizing to us because we was right from the beginning. I'm just tired of just why you not tired of women like her? All rise. I, Judge MTR, presiding, have a couple of words to share. After 2+ years, constant ridicule, insufferable lies, constant updates, threats, and a torn community, Rhoda, the brick-faced Osmond, has been found guilty of felony fraud. Yeah, the brickening is finally over. And currently, as I speak, she is serving time in a disgusting, nasty, overcrowded Houston jail.
Where she deserves to be.
Denied bail. Rhoda completely messed up her life. And she has no one to blame but herself.
Y'all playing with me like we don't do voodoo there. Y'all playing with me like my mom's not a witch and my dad's not a wizard. Do you see all
freaking commercials, man?
We should see this as a victory, not only in establishing consequences for your lying ass actions, but also a victory for the image of black men. Because 2.5 years ago, when this information hit social media streets,
all the women said that we was being some male chauvinistic, narcissistic idiots for not believing this chick when she was lying the whole time. She was lying the whole time, bruh. We all knew it. Well, men that had a backbone knew it. Men that was trying to actually get into some skins and ain't got no confidence, them simps, they didn't say anything about it, but real men knew it.
We were all nothing but ain't shit. But finally, she was held accountable. And today we're going to go through that accountability. Not only what she will be facing from a consequence perspective, but also I'm going to share with you guys some tidbits that were happening during the court proceedings, which is going to paint a much needed picture onto this complete story. Let's get active. Without further ado, now the first place that we gotta go is to the Queen of Accountability's page. Let's give her a round of applause. She was subpoenaed within this case, and if it wasn't for her, none of this would have been possible because the DA did not have all of the videos, all of the evidence that the Queen Accountability had that they played in the middle of the court proceedings that had not only the judge gasping, but the damn jurors. Now, on her page, she provides a bit of evidence to start out with. So you'll see this page. I guess this is like one of the court pages that you can grab, publicly available, right? So you'll see that the booking date for Rhoda was on the 29th. The court date was on the 30th with a bond amount of $50,000. And the follow-up page is going to show the result. So she is on appeal right now. And actually, there's an update to this appeal. I'll go over that in a quick second. And you'll see that she has received probation. It's actually 10 years of probation. And we're going to get into that as well. And the defendant is currently in jail.
I just wanted to see if there was an update because, she's doing all these things on social media and victims don't move like that. But I want to proceed with my fraud case because she's out here spending money still on these fancy places and she's laughing in our face. And she even told me, you can't do shit about my GoFundMe money because I was actually assaulted and I'm going to use some of it to sue you and all this other type of crap. I don't care about that. But I just wanted to make sure that I'm on the right path with my fraud case.
Yes.
So let's go back to the first page so we can look at her face as we go through more of the details. Queen of Accountability writes, I want to thank the District Attorney Keith Houston and the Houston Police for having me there and keeping me safe while I testified against Rhoda. We did it. She was found guilty. Now remember, in my last...
That's right, folks. She was found guilty. We're going to let Dragon finish out his thing and then we may come back to this.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the last thing that I just wanted to touch on, am I still breaking up?
No, you're good, man. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. It was saying XLM was the other one. Stellar is priced near 32 cents, up a remarkable 237%. Up 237%, folks, in the past year. Often moving in tandem with XRP. Stellar has also benefited from the momentum surrounding XRP's ETF progress. Pause. For people who don't know, the individual that originally had made XRP also made XLM. Just so that way y'all know. That's the reason why they actually literally run in tandem. It's just that Brad Garlinghouse, who was over Ripple, that he was given to that because the original person who had created, like I said, Ripple had moved on to create XLM. That's the reason why XLM and Ripple go hand in hand, and they're both with cross-border payments and remittances, just for people to know that information if you wasn't able to. The network's next big moment is Protocol 24, due late 2025. The upgrade will bring zero-knowledge proofs, or ZKPFs, for private transactions, as well as more efficient smart contract execution. If it follows the patterns of 2023 Sora upgrade, which triggered a 7-fold increase in total value locked, Stellar could see another wave of growth. Pause. Also, Stellar is being utilized by not only the DTCC, but also the Federal Reserve for individuals. We did talk about that here at one point in time, to where the DTCC had gotten patents for Stellar and for Ripple to utilize in regards to their digital trading platform and for what they're coming out with next month. Well, actually tomorrow, in a couple of hours. Let me say it like that. The other piece of the puzzle is real world asset tokenization. Stellar's RWA sector has reached 639 million in value, plus 26% month to month, driven by Franklin Templeton's 446 million tokenized treasury fund. Did I not just say something about Franklin Templeton a minute ago? Competition, however, is fierce. Ripple's CBDC partnership means Stellar's must fight to retain relevance in cross-border payment sector. They're automatically going to do it. They're not going to have to fight because of the patent that they got from the DTCC. But I like how they put that out there like that to make it seem like it's really competition when it's not. Not every sub-dollar token deserves attention, but Cardano, Tron, and Stellar each combine low entry points with clear catalysts. The risks remain, but so do the opportunities for outsized returns when liquidity rotates back into altcoins. I want to say this one last time for XLM. The DTCC, who is literally over all the trading and all that other stuff here in the United States, they have a patent with them. The DTCC does over $4.5 quadrillion in transactions annually, and that's about to grow. 4 quadrillion in transactions, and they've linked up with XLM to go onto the digitized aspect and with Ripple, so that way they can do their cross-border payments and remittances because they do it on a global scale. If you do not have some XLM, you are literally about to miss out on one of the greatest moves in our lifetime. Because remember, mind you, this is the first time in history us retail investors and traders are ahead of the institutions such as Franklin Templeton and them. Mind you, Sandy Quall, who is over Franklin Templeton, has stated it several different times that here within the next, 18 months at max, it's going to be mandatory for you to have these digital wallets. It's going to be mandatory for you to have these assets, so that way you're actually having things come to you. Because if you don't have these assets, if you don't have this as a means of getting yourself stabilized so that way you can have some wealth, you're going to be on universal basic income. And that universal basic income is basically how SNAP benefits are, if you look at it like that. Because technically, if you really want to look at it, your SNAP benefits is the pilot program for universal basic income. People haven't noticed that. So how they're going to flip the switch and do everything else on it, since now we're moving over to a digital economy, since the reserves are coming up with all these different cryptocurrencies and everything else, and how they're coming up with the yield-bearing generation aspect of it on the DeFi platform, that's how they're going to pay people. I'm done. That's it for crypto news. Now you know exactly where things are going, how things are shifted, the pilot programs that's been put out there and everything else. Yes, your SNAP benefits is literally universal basic income. They're shutting it off right now so that way they can recalibrate everything and put it more on a digital track. So that way for the people hooping and hollering, oh, I ain't got this, I ain't got that, everybody about to have some money now. But you're going to be giving it out on the dividend area. It's just that the people that were proactive early, made their investments and other stuff, those are going to be the rich. And there is going to be a definite divide between people. Which side of the bridge are you going to be on? Because 3-Man Podcast know where they're going to be at. Hopefully we'll see on the side of a bridge where we at. Because if not, we ain't crossing on the other side. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's not happening. No. Anyway, that's it for crypto news. Thank you. You there, Sean?
Yeah, I'm still.
Oh, okay, Max had dropped out.
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
But yeah, that's it for crypto news. But yeah, bro, your SNAP benefits is basically your universal basic income.
Right.
People ain't peeped that shit.
Right. Well, like I was trying to say earlier, a lot of people don't understand that it's these people that's on SNAP also is driven up the prices of food too.
Yep.
But supply and demand. So if you're getting $3,000 SNAP benefits a month for food, and I mean, I seen a chick online basically telling on herself. This chick, you can get all kinds of truffle butter, anything that it's so much stuff that's SNAP benefit approved, man. If you go on Amazon, they had a $21 spice rack that was SNAP approved.
What?
Yeah, it was a $21 spice rack because it had spices in it. Yes, because it came with the spices. That's how they get away with it. It's got to be food. It's got to have some kind of food with it in order for you to buy it.
Boy, I see how they network that in there so that way they can get that additional extra shit. The motherfuckers ain't slick like how they think they are. That's funny as shit. Hell no. But all right, let's continue with this since she finally she's guilty.
Yeah, this chick here, man. This is some fun shit.
This update video. The defense of Rhoda the Bricked was attempting to remove Daphne from testifying. They were trying to kill the subpoena.
And Daphne is the queen of accountability, y'all.
Why? Because Daphne has been following the case since the inception, had saved all of the Instagram posts, the reels, the stories, and as well as the threats against Daphne that Rhoda was posting.
You think you f***ing with me, but I'm about to lay your ass to rest. See where I'm at? I'm at the cemetery. Bitch, I'm about to lay you to rest. It's coming right back to you.
Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online.
I knew when I seen her butt in the daggum bonnet, she wasn't worth shit.
Yep.
When it comes to the morality or the character of Rhoda Osman,
don't raise dragons right off the bat. For new
Commercials,
players,
bro.
at the
Commercials and got me playing this damn game online.
terrible
I got
for
YouTube
their
Premium,
case. But that
so-
motion was denied. So Daphne went down to Houston and spent a couple of days down there helping the state of Houston prove their case. Now, before any of this even went to trial, Rhoda had the opportunity to plead guilty or not guilty. As we know, she pleaded not guilty. For those that do not know, if you plead guilty from the onset and you don't waste state dollars in having your case tried, the state usually is lighter on your sentence. But through her hubris, through her delusional grandeur, she thought that she was innocent. So she said not guilty. Now, there's another stage after that where you can actually take a plea deal. Her lawyers wanted her to take the plea deal after they looked at all of the evidence, but for some reason, she didn't want to take the plea deal. She still thought that she was innocent, or maybe that the state didn't have enough evidence in order to prove their case. And we're going to get into the evidence here in a quick second, but let's first go over her damn consequences. The number one at the top that you're seeing is 90 days in jail. Now, when I saw this originally, I said, off of 10 years, is that it? But wait, it gets worse. Inpatient substance abuse treatment. Now, this is a major benefit for Rhoda because I always thought that she at least had an alcohol problem. But after looking at some more of her stories that she posts, I think she actually has a drug problem as well. But let's proceed. Paying back the full restitution of $42,302. Now, this comes from her 2022 GoFundMe scam. And originally, this one confused me because I know that GoFundMe paid everybody back after Rhoda tricked everybody. But after being found guilty of this, this is the judge's way of continuing to punish her even after the 90 days when she gets out of the jail. By the way, let me also say this. Bump her PhD. Having a PhD, but having felony fraud on your record is probably worse than even the 90 days in this dirty, disgusting Houston jail. Because on top of that, you are being forced to pay back this restitution of $42,000. What is she going to be doing to make money? At the time when she originally claimed that she was hit in the face with a brick by a black man, she was making like $20 per hour. So if it's not for her active participation in whatever social media activities that she's doing to earn a scamming buck, how is it that she's going to make money with a felony on her record? By the way, and I'm going to need someone who's done some time in Houston to confirm this, I heard that Houston jails are worse than prison. I hear in prison you could have more privacy, like in these jail places, you got to take boo-boos with everyone looking, and there could be higher standards for food and for living. I don't know. You guys let me know. But going down from this, 10 years probation. Now, the requirements for probation are strict as hell. And Texas plays no games whatsoever.
Nope.
They ever call her and she don't pick up the phone, that might be a violation. She has 24/7 ankle monitoring on her, so she cannot leave whatever area that they tell her to leave. No drugs, no alcohol. She might be randomly tested, and her name better not be on the other side of a 911 call. And if any of that is disrespected, then she is to serve 8 to 10 years in prison. The judge was absolutely not playing within this case. And also, fun fact, the judge is more conservative leaning. So when the judge saw all of the videos of her doing all of the victimhood, oh, woe is me, on a block woman, I'm Muslim, LGBTQ, right? All of this victim shit, right? Like it didn't aid at all. They should have gotten one of them damn DEI judges in order to help her out with this. But I'm saving one of the best ones for last, because this one right here, it's just, this one right here for her might be worse than prison, baby. It might be worse than jail. It might be worse than having a felony on her name, or having to pay back the $42,000. 10-year social media ban. All right. And if she violates, she serves that 8 to 10 years in a federal penitentiary. Y'all don't see her post like that. Social media is her life. So banning her off of social media is like damn near imprisoning her. And to top everything off, you'll see that the recent update to her appeal was that the bond was denied. Her release date from jail is slated for January 26, 2026. So she'll have to spend Christmas in jail. By the way, I talked to the Queen of Accountability this morning. Guys, I cannot understate her importance in ensuring accountability has been delivered. She's going to have a live stream later on today. I'll leave a link to it down in the description box. Make sure you guys go over there, because she was actually in the courtroom, so can give details that I can't even give. All right. But she was the linchpin within this case, because again, the DA did not have all of the videos, all of the clips, all of the screenshots, and she saved them all. Now, what really did Rhoda in is three main things: her past criminal convictions, which they utilized to paint a moral character of her, right? And the past GoFundMe scam was a big thing. Wait, the judge was like, wait a minute, she's done this before, right? And I'll show you guys a clip of that right in a quick second. And then finally, her own mouth, right? Whether it be through the threats towards Daphne, which continues to paint her moral character, or like her screeching and screaming and saying odd shit up on the medias like, we love scamming.
Y'all, this is the first time I've even acknowledged this unhinged woman, the Queen of Accountability. The Queen of Delusion. You're still gonna be sad. You're still gonna have no friends. Your husband still won't like you. Your kids will still be ashamed of you. Daphne, I know your minions are watching. I know you're blocked, but Daphne Sutton? You see how quickly I got your last name? That was 30 seconds. Now think about how quickly I'm gonna find out your city and state, and then your address, and then your job, and then everybody in your family's name. Probably can get it before 6 p.m. today. See you in court, bitch.
Nah, I definitely know some of y'all forgot that she did the exact same scam back in 2020. How do I know that? Because I actually forgot about this, right? But I've definitely covered this in the past. The one where she went viral, where it was $40,000, that was back in 2022 in Houston. Well, back in 2020 in Minnesota, she did the exact same thing. Let's listen to this video.
And they mad.
This was played in court, by the way.
Attention. Terminal street is setting course in 5 minutes.
Last question of this interview, Mr. Desos. Do you fully understand the risks of being a traitor? The age we live in is chaotic.
Can I have another bottle? Miss Clara?
John.
I know the talk. The Empire's crumbling, the galaxy's going dark, blah blah. Just as Dr.
Because you trying to beat somebody, they mad because you trying to beat somebody. I'm trying to be a doctor and they mad. Look what they did to me. Look what they did to me for no reason.
So this is the thing. This is what she pulled in 2020. This is the same thing she got in trouble for, and she's on trial for in Texas. She did it in 2020 already. Same MO, same thing, the same script.
They gonna beat me up. I'm 30 years old. They gonna beat me up. Grown ass niggas try to beat me up. Grown ass niggas try to beat me up for no reason. Look at me. I'm not a bad person. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm a good person. And they try to do this to me. Guess what? It's up and down for a real nigga. But
I'm sorry, I'm making fun of her.
I know, right?
you gonna be a pussy all your life, nigga.
That statement right there, Daphne told me the jury was like, it was like gas, like all over the all over the courtroom. What did you say?
All your life, nigga. All your life, you gonna be a pussy.
What did you say? Let's
up and down for a real nigga.
Up and down for
but
a real
you gonna
ninja.
be a pussy all your life, nigga. All your life, you gonna be a pussy. All your life, you gonna be a pussy. And I fought for myself, because I'm a gangsta ass bitch. What's up?
Dummy. And that's why you lost.
I just like the fact that she was coming up and put this shit on social media. Like, what you put on
Dumb
it?
as hell. Then she goes to speaking her native language on their ass.
Wait.
She goes to speaking their name. Listen to her speak her native language.
It's up and down for.
So they had Somali.
Listen.
All your life, you gonna be a pussy. All your life, you gonna be a pussy. And I fought for myself, because I'm a gangsta ass bitch. What's up? It's up and down for.
So they had Somali interpreters in there defining what it was that she was saying. I don't know what she
real
said. Okay.
But you gonna be a loser all your life.
I'm happy they're giving her the substance abuse.
Trying to beat up a woman for fucking leaving and doing something with your life when your ass is a loser all your life, nigga.
Okay.
You can't beat me up. You can't. Okay.
Crazy and carnage.
They gave me a real good shiner though.
Yeah.
Grown ass nigga over fucking 6 feet tall.
All right. So yeah. Anyway, after this, she went up on GoFundMe and
Yeah,
solicited money
she
for this.
lied.
So
That was
of
a
course
lie.
they're gonna bring this back up. By the way, this is what they didn't want included in the case, but the admission of being a scammer in the courtroom. Oh, just this. Let's just watch.
And I tell this to every single person that has an issue with you, that try to get you shut down. I'm like, how dare y'all come at this black woman? And y'all don't even have the facts.
And y'all,
you
we
got
also
these
say
police
that, we
officers
also
out
say
here.
that black people, we love scamming. We talk about scamming all the time. Since when do we have a problem with scamming? Last time I checked, I want black people to scam. They scammed us.
Listen.
This was all played in court, by the way.
Listen. By the way,
I bet
where
her
are all?
heart sunk. I know her
Mhm.
shit sunk deep in her chest. Like, oh fuck.
Of these prideful Hotepians, right? That just went. Where are y'all right now? Right? Y'all should be apologizing to us because we was right from the beginning. I'm just tired of just. Why you not tired of women like her? Straight up liars, lied the entire time, and y'all just ate from the sea of victimhood. Oh, there's a fresh batch of victimhood over there. Let me bring this up. Oh, it tastes so good. just
MTR stupid, bro. He's stupid. He's stupid.
Nothing. Are y'all still in hiding? What's up? Y'all want to have a conversation? Let's talk about it, baby. But of course, they won't come out of their scummy little gopher holes. Anyway, they also utilized her being pulled over back in 2023, and she lied to the police officer and said that she was essentially her sister. They brought that back up in
Oh,
here.
yeah,
So
yeah, I
when you
remember
took a
that
look
part.
at all of the evidence, her moral character,
lied.
how she conducts herself after getting beat. By the
She
way,
let
back
her
in 2020
daggone
when she claimed all that stuff
Morning
happened,
burrito.
and she had the same kind of implant thing that she did back in 2022, she never called the cops or anything like that. So that counted against her as well. But when you put all this stuff together, oh, by the way, she was also late to the first court appearance, and in this court appearance, the lawyer was late, and the judge took time out to publicly yell at her lawyer. Yeah, the judge absolutely was not playing. Houston, y'all got it. Texas, y'all got it. Like, they love justice down there, apparently, and they absolutely served it. Now, there's gonna be some people down up here.
They do not fucking play in Texas. I'ma say that. I'll put it like this: the only type of record I have is tickets, and I made sure those are expunged. Ain't got no felonies, none of this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't hell no. They will be quick, and I mean abso-fucking-lutely quick
Mm-hmm.
to want to throw your ass behind bars and then leave you the fuck in there, so that way they're
Mhm.
constantly making money off of you. So if people want to do stupid shit while here in Texas, you're gonna gain stupid prizes. I'm not about to do shit. I'm doing everything of what I can so that way I can get my ass to the motherfucking DR, but I'm still gonna keep my nose clean over there. But I'm gonna tell y'all now, do not come to Texas with that bullshit. Two reasons. One, we're all packing. So you come with that bullshit, you're more than likely about to get shot. Two, you do some stupid shit, them laws gonna gladly lock you up. So you fuck both ways in Texas. All right, continue.
Mm-hmm.
In here, it's gonna be like, oh, 90 days. That's not long enough. And I think originally when I saw it, I was like, damn, only 90 days. And then I kept on reading. 10 years of probation.
Yeah, that 10-year probation gonna kill her.
That is not fun. 10 years.
And she's banned from social media, I think, for 10 years too.
And got an ankle bracelet too. Can't go
Mhm.
nowhere. You
Can't go
yeah,
nowhere.
she.
Somebody's telling her. I don't know how she gonna. You know what she gonna have to do? She gonna have to sell some pussy. She gonna have to sell some pussy, bro. Yes, she will. Long as she do it within the confines of that ankle bracelet.
I don't think any dude's gonna want to buy it.
Shit. Man, look, let me tell you something about us men. It's 85 million of us on OnlyFans and subscribers right now. 85 million.
Wait, what?
Yes, 85 million. There are 10 million women from between the ages of 18 and 25 that have an OF account. And there are 85 million men in America that subscribe to OF. Best believe it. Somebody will pay for it. Because I've seen this chick's body. She a butterhead. This chick is a butterhead.
The fuck?
And if you ever seen her body, she's a butterhead.
No, I'm still gasping at the number of motherfucking dudes that are on OnlyFans. Like, y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah, 85 million subscribers, bruh.
I gotta say,
And chicks
like,
are still going broke.
look,
And chicks are still going broke off OF because, you know, you got them real famous OF girls and everybody got a damn account with.
yeah, but I'm laughing at the dudes. Some motherfuckers ain't getting no return on their investments or nothing else
At
like
all.
that. You giving up your money
At
to
all.
a woman that, man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ain't no fucking way. I'd rather put my money into my crypto versus putting that shit into an OnlyFans chick, because at least with my crypto, then I can get a plane ticket and go meet a real woman. Get the fuck out of here, dog. No, no. Ain't no.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, dog.
I'm sorry, I gotta laugh, dog. This is
Mhm.
fucking hilarious, nigga. Ain't no way.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes like that out there, man. Probably incels.
Man, bro, dog.
Probably
I had so
incels,
much
dog.
hope,
They
dude.
probably mostly incels, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Cause man, the amount that gets thrown, and man, you already know, bro. Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
But yeah, man, this chick, I know somebody's gonna pay for it because, like I said, she a butterhead. You cut her head off. This chick fine as hell. I ain't gonna lie. She got some big ass titties. She got a little bitty waist.
I mean, yeah, her
She got
body bad,
big
but
old
I'm
ass.
looking at the fact to
But her face is terrible.
yeah,
Her mindset terrible.
is even worse.
She's recreational use only.
That is a Jezebel incarnate.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, them back shots got to be off the chain. That girl got an ass on her. I'm just saying. I didn't see it. Boy, look at her.
Years of no social media.
And I think she a single mother, so you already know how that womb is. I'm just saying.
Yep.
That's why they keep getting them baby daddies. them niggas like, I ain't pulling out. Pull out. You lost your mind. No, you ain't lost your mind.
When that's how she was making her money, that's how she was getting her validation, that's how she was getting seen. Whew. Having to pay back restitution when you have a felony on your record. Whew. She was making $20 per hour at the time of this incident, and that was with no felony on her record. So, needless to say,
she gonna, I'm gonna tell you how she gonna get her job. Because I'm gonna tell you how she gonna get her job. Let me tell you, some Somalis and Ethiopians stick the fuck together.
Yeah,
She
they
gonna go to a
probably
fucking Somali restaurant. She got contact. She gonna go to a Somali restaurant or Somali club, Somali bar, Somali taxi service, Somali goddamn parking company, and she gonna work for one of them motherfuckers. Watch it. What she gonna do?
Frigid. Cold. Guys, again, link to my friend Daphne, the Queen of Accountability's YouTube page down in the description box down below. Again, live stream later on today if you want to take a look at the story from her perspective. And the last person that I think it is appropriate to touch on within this is the man that she originally accused, because whose name is Olan, by the way. We have a clip of him.
Olin Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Rhoda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave.
God dang commercials. I'm sorry, y'all. God dang commercials.
Get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face.
This is a win not only for Olan himself, but of the Olans of the world, which includes me. As you listen to that community of never holding somebody accountable, lift her up as she talks about scamming, think about the Olans, how our images were drug, how we had to do combat, which anybody with a brain who is not emotionally inept or so biased in the way that they think about things can take a look at her image and everything that she projected and at least ask a question. Because before content creators like myself or Q of A went up and started to speak about this, the onus was on black men. Completely and truly, the onus was on the Olans of the world. False accusations in order to profit off of is some of the most disgusting forms of scam, because not only are you just looking for your own profit, but you're driving a narrative which continues to keep us farther and farther apart. So shame on you, and you deserve everything that the judge threw at you. All right, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment box now.
And that is it for that, man. Yeah, but we had a good time tonight, man. We're going to go ahead and cut it off for the night. And we're going to see y'all later. I'll let y'all.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. Later.
Peace out.